Ladies with gentle hands, welcome to episode 27 of the Trophy Hoarders podcast. And unfortunately for you guys, it's just us this week. We don't have any guests, so you're going to have to put up for the next 2 hours of me yapping. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing good, mate. We had a good run of guests, and we felt we've not had an episode just the boys, so we'll take it back, go old school.
Old school. We can now kiss each other all we like and all of that good stuff.
Get back to
So
business.
yeah, but mate, like we're a year deep into this. I mean, I always knew that we were going to do it, but it's just crazy to think that it's been a year, if that makes sense. And I think how far we've all come in this space, and it's only going to get better, ain't it?
Time has flown in, and it's mad to even think about it. Like, mate, like we were just internet pals, and then in July we're in fucking like
Yeah,
Prague and Berlin together, having a
yeah,
good old
and
time.
that's like what's that like three, like that's flown by.
Yeah,
That
that
felt like
feels.
yesterday.
Yeah, it's mad to think about.
Yeah, like do you remember what you was playing in January at the start of this year? Because I generally don't. I mean, I kind of do, but it fit.
Yeah, maybe Last of Us Part 2, I
Okay.
think.
Like it felt what I think when I saw the games, whatever I was playing at the start of the year, because I'm kind of panicking about is it what's the wrap up, like PlayStation wrapped at the end of the year,
Yeah.
whatever that is. I'm like, I know this year for me is going to be dead awful, like absolutely awful. I've really taken my foot off the gas, and I was like, what? Like, let me have a little look see, Lou, and I was like, I was playing that this year. I was like, no way,
It feels like
like
ages
it's
ago.
like a distant memory. So yeah. I guess we got some exciting times as well. Speaking of time passing, this past what 2 weeks we've had some absolute bangers of games dropping. We've had Dying Light, Silent Hill F, Ghost of Yotai has just dropped, and of course we've got Battlefield 6 that is just around the corner. So when listening to this podcast, it'll be out in a few days' time, which is going to be
Yeah.
exciting. I know you've recently done a video on the main channel, Chris, of you breaking down the Platinum Trophy, which I found very helpful. And I want to say you should have had a creator code on that video
Mm.
because I was on the fence about Battlefield, as I said to you. I was like, maybe a sale, and an R in. And then you just broke it down so well. And I was like, heck yeah, I'm in. Like, he's made it sound not easy, but do you know what I mean? It's going to be a graft, but you made it sound enjoyable. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, mate, I wasn't gonna do a video on it, and then I was like, you know what, I need to just get in the content mindset. I just like pumping out content kind of thing. And mate, I've been so sick the last week. I've been floored with the flu. So mate, I recorded the audio in work in the toilet for like the first time. I was like, because
Really?
mate, I just wanted to get it like pumped out straight away. So I recorded the audio on my phone. I just went to the toilets and I was like talking through it, and then I got back home and I was like, this sounds awful. I was like, now I need to re-record at like 11 at night and try and like get it done. I think I got it finished at like 3 in the morning, 3, 4 in the morning is when I put it live.
Mate, those acoustics in the old toilet clearly weren't doing it.
Oh mate, they were so. I don't know if it was the mic or if it was the room. It could have been either. But mate, it was. You think the iPhone mic would be like suitable though, like it would work. But mate, it was.
I think I used to record my early videos off of an iPhone mic. I think like voice memos, right, is what it's called.
Aye, the
Pretty
voice
sure.
notes thing. Aye.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. You can tell that somebody's doing it, but it, for the most part, sounded all right. But I guess my room is quite soft with things, where a
Mm,
toilet stall
yeah.
is very echoey. You should have like took a towel and just put it over your head.
But
Create some immersion.
I mate, I was. It's one of the ones where I was like, somebody else is going to do a video on this, and I was like, why should I not do it? Especially since I've like got the platinum in pretty much every Battlefield game. The only ones I've not got is Bad Company 1 and 2. So I was like, I feel like
Yeah.
I'm more than qualified to be giving people the tips and tricks on it. So, aye, mate, pumped that out. Also done Sniper Elite, and then I don't think we talked about it last episode. What was it? The embarrassing trophies as well. I done that, and mate, you've had some videos of it as well, and then obviously been killing it with the streams as well.
Yeah, I had the Dante's Inferno video drop, and I also did like a members only Demon Slayer like platinum playthrough. And yeah, as you said, just been cranking out the steams, the old streams with Dying Like the Beast because mate, it was one of those things where I applied for the creator codes, and obviously whenever we recorded the podcast last, that's when the game dropped, and I was like, I'm not a big shot. I'm not really expecting to get the codes. I'm going on holiday, so I'm not going to buy a game to sit on holiday for a week sort of thing. So I was like, right, let me just request it, sit in the background. And then I got back to the UK and I was literally at the dinner table and like I checked my inbox and it was like, oh, you've congratulations, you got the code. I was like, oh my
Nice.
God. Like like there's nothing better when you're generally really excited for a game that you're gonna buy regardless because it looked so good.
Mhm.
And then you obviously are granted the amazing opportunity. So I was like, honestly, I was like, yeah, and thankfully for once the game is good. Like we
It's a
know
good
I've
game.
had such bad luck with new releases, so yeah, it's been a good little time. I need to pull my finger out and start working on an X-Men Destiny video, but I've kind of done a rough script, but I don't know, it's a bit of an awkward one because it's quite story heavy as well,
Mm.
and I don't really know what my YouTube style is anymore. I feel like I kind of freestyle it every video,
And just
but
whatever goes with the flow for it.
yeah. But I mean, I guess circling back to Battlefields, do you reckon this is going to be a bold statement. I'm calling you the Battlefield man for the time being because I'm probably the COD man. But do you reckon you're going to go for first achiever? Do you reckon you've got
Somebody's already got it.
oh what?
Yeah, see if you go on PSNP, it already shows us like I think it's like
Oh,
1.28%, but it still shows us like nobody's got it on PSNP. But mate, there's
I
to
see,
to
right.
get first achiever, you need to just boost it, which I don't really fancy doing. Because mate, there's for people that don't watch the video, there's really only one difficult trophy, which is getting 10 takedowns in one match, and I think that could be like
Yeah,
maybe a decent video or like good content for a stream, trying to get that instead of just jumping into a portal game and just boosting it with your pals.
I have no idea what the Portal game is. I'm assuming
Portals,
is
like
it
you
like
can create your own maps and stuff like that. You can create like the game mode, the rule set, what weapons get used and
okay,
stuff like that. So for 2042, it wasn't supposed to. You weren't supposed to be able to hit like tier one with weapons, which is like max level. You're only I can't mind what the tiers were, but you're only supposed to be able to get so far, and then you had to actually play multiplayer. But people found a way around it and using
right.
Portal. So mate, they'll do the same again.
Yeah, because I mean, even do you reckon you'd do a video on the platinum as a whole? Like, I got Battlefield 6 platinum. It's the easy,
Um,
like,
I don't know if I'll do a video on it. I'm gonna stream it. Like mate, that whole weekend I'll no life it and just stream most of it. I think. But mate,
yeah. I
I
mean,
might do a video. It's one of the ones I feel like a bunch of people might be doing it though.
yeah, but they're not going to be you. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're not
Aye, they'll
the
take the
Chris
easy
that's
way.
making a video. Exactly. But no, I think it'll be good. I've actually got a free weekend next weekend, so I'm gonna make sure that it
Oh,
stays free, and I
good
will
man, good man.
hopefully. But yeah, I do plan on no lifing it because I feel like, especially with multiplayer games, time is of the essence because it's always a bit easier at the start, and there's always maybe some workarounds. But it sounds like we'll be doing it legit because we're good boys, aren't we?
Yeah, well, mate, you can shortcut it if you want. I won't judge you.
Yeah, I mean, I am not very good. So yeah, I'm just gonna dip out of the stream for like 10 minutes. You're like, where's Defroth gone? Oh yeah, he's just taking a shit. There's me boosted in a corner.
But mate, have you seen
Uh,
the new trailers for Battlefield 6?
I saw the one that took the piss out of Call of
Yeah,
Duty,
with
and
Paddy
it was like
Pimblett,
Zac
Morgan
Efron.
Wallen,
Yeah,
yeah, all the
and I
celebs
was
in it.
like, because I saw it and I was like, Call of Duty had dropped the trailer. That's extremely early. Like they're doing COD next at the minute, and then I saw it was Battlefield, and obviously the geezers like, what were they doing? I
Aye.
was like,
So
that's how
like
you take digs.
the night before, it was obvious, like it's obvious now, but EA had leaked it to somebody, like a
Right.
journalist or whatever. So he put it on Twitter and he was like, "Oh, there's a trailer dropping tomorrow and it's got these celebrities in it for Battlefield." And everybody's like, "No, they're doing the Call of Duty thing." Like, remember back in like Modern Warfare 3, I think it was, where they had like, all the celebs in the trailer. Like FPS Russia was in it,
Yeah.
and like maybe Seth Rogen and stuff like that. But people were like, "Oh no, they're doing that again." So then the trailer drops the next day, and for people that haven't seen it, it's like Morgan Wallen, Paddy Pimblett, Zac Efron, and I think it's like a basketball player or something. I don't know what his name
Was it
was.
Jimmy Butler? I don't remember.
I don't know.
He is a basketball player, yeah.
But it's like they're all walking down the street like badasses, and he's like, "It's time to kick some ass," and then it's like missile just comes in and kills them all, and then it's like regular soldiers walking through like, "Who the hell was that?" Doesn't matter. And I'm like, yes, mate. It just gets you hyped. And then obviously all the stuff coming out with Call of Duty as well. It's looking rough at the minute.
Yeah, just I don't know what to jump to. I mean, just on the Battlefield stuff as well. I saw some of the gameplay of it, and that looked really good, the sort of single player. And I was like, I didn't watch it all because I wanted to play it, but I saw it on Twitter. It was like 9 minute videos. I was like, let me
Mhm.
just scrub through it, and I was like, this looks really decent. So I was like, can't wait for the campaign.
I think there was, I don't know, well, review copies must have been sent out if somebody's like got the platinum, and like a bunch of people have started unlocking trophies. But they were saying
Mm.
that the campaign is really weak for Battlefield 6. But I'm like, mate, I'm
Oh,
not playing Battlefield for the fucking campaign. As long as it's like a
yeah.
serviceable story, it'll be fine. I'm here for the multiplayer. That's all I care about.
Yeah, I mean the multiplayer is always the big hitters with Battlefields and COD, but I mean it's a guilty pleasure. I do love a like a decent campaign, and I think it will be serviceable. I don't really know what people are really expecting from a new because it's like a new entry, isn't it? Like they're kind of refreshing it
Hmm.
and starting
I don't think it's a
in I don't
follow
want to
up
say
to
new.
anything.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like it's what was the last? Obviously, 2042 was purely multiplayer, and that was
Hmm.
partly in the future. But you know, the other games were like set in the war, so they kind of refreshed the timeline, going back to modernish times. So
And also, they
yeah,
had, instead of like one single campaign story, it was like five different characters, like their own wee stories, and you
mm.
could pick either of them and play that wee section of the story.
But yeah, it's. I mean, I'll tell you one thing for certain: the anything Battlefield do this year will be miles better than COD. Like even the Call of Duty campaign, when I saw that it was 4 player co-op, the final mission is up to 36 players for a final mission in Call of Duty. I was like, this game is honestly cooked. So even if people are saying Battlefield's campaign is weak, it's going to be way stronger
Hmm.
than COD's. Which should we talk about it? Should we dissect the state that's Call of Duty?
Mate, have you seen the? I think it was at the Tokyo Game Show, and it was, mate. I've seen this TikTok like 5 times, and it's the lassie talking about it, and she's like, they're talking about one of the maps, and it's like set in Tokyo, and she's like, there's a part of the map, and it's the cat cafe, and I just think it's going to be like so like funny and cute, like all the wee call outs, like the pro players are going to be like, I've got him trapped in the cat cafe, and then it just cuts to, is it like Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit, and it's just Battlefield gameplay, and you're like, yeah, mate, it just gets you like you're pumped up. It's like, mate, you ever see the TikToks and it's like
Uh,
a black and white video of like some jacked guy working it to like some hard style,
mm.
and you're like, mate, it's 3 in the morning, but it just gets you hyped up. You're like, I want to go to the gym and take some tren or something, you know? Just gets you in the mood.
Mate, that voice you just done has killed me. I saw one of like the funny clips. It was when Borderlands 4 came out, and it was somebody like at the very beginning of the game just doing a drop straight down, sliding down something. And they're like, "I've just hit this game-breaking glitch, instant refund. This is so rubbish." And like they hit the bottom, and it kind of like they put a glitch effect, and then it like opens up to the intro of Skyrim, and he's
All
like, "Ah,
right.
you're awake." I was like, "You got me." I love that meme, but. Yeah, they had when was it? It was maybe 2 days ago from recording this pod, maybe yesterday.
Mhm.
They had Call of Duty Next, which is where they essentially invite all the Call of Duty content creators that love sucking off the game, right?
It was
That they
actually
want
really
to.
small streamers as well that they invited.
Oh, did they? That's nice that they've opened it up. I mean, I wonder how much they twerked to get onto that because it seems that if you say anything about Call of Duty even in a constructive way, they don't invite you. And I've
Mhm.
seen like a lot of big creators that have only advocated for COD not get the COD next invite. So I don't know. It seems like a very exclusive, weird place to
Because
be invited
I
to.
seen a guy ranting about it on Twitter, and he was saying there's people with like 2,000 subs that they were averaging, whilst streaming at COD Next, they were averaging like 3 viewers and stuff like that. And I'm like,
That's
mate,
interesting.
my boy Defroth gets more than that. Merlin gets more than that. You just gotta get flown it.
Yeah. Well, not with the things I say. It's unfathomable. They wouldn't want me there, the potty mouth.
You wouldn't have sucked off COD for a wee plane trip to LA or wherever it would have been.
I think it was in Texas. Maybe I would have. I really want to go to Texas.
Yeah.
Seems like quite a fun place to go. But yeah, the I dipped into I tried to do Benny Central stream, but he obviously it wasn't working right away. So then I went over to J Gods, and it it looked like a reskin of Black Ops 6, the Black Ops 7 multiplayer, and it's weird. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, right? I feel like Black Ops 6 was a good entry for the multiplayer. I think it's just more so a disappointment of what happened with Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3. It was just literally a reskin, and yeah, they've added more stuff to it, but it's like, I don't know. Like, some people may have not liked Black Ops 6, and you're getting more of the same the next year.
Hmm.
So it didn't really tickle my pickle, if I'm being honest with you.
Mate, the kill streaks. I sent you the clip out. The
Yeah.
sniper. There's a sniper kill streak. I don't even know how many kills you need for it. But this thing gives you like aim hacks. You can see your enemies through the wall and you just wall bang
Yep.
them. It doesn't matter how many walls are in between you. You can spot them a mile away and just shoot through the wall. I think you get like, is it like 6 or 7 shots with a sniper as well?
Yeah,
So
but
mate,
a
you
full
can
mag at
take out
least.
like a full team with it. It's
It's I don't know. It's people are trying to say that it's not a futuristic COD, but fuck me, that's futuristic as fuck. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't mind a little bit in the future where things might still be realistic and to an extent, but yeah, that was a bit silly. And you sent me another clip of somebody going invisible.
and that's not even a kill streak as well. Because mate, I looked
Is
at
that?
it.
Oh,
That wasn't even a kill streak. That was like a what was the last Black Ops game I
is
played
it,
that was the future? Was it Black Ops 3? Where it's like you had the
yeah,
guy that could
really,
spike into the ground.
like specialist kind of thing, like the
I think I
characters.
think it was a specialist ability, is what it was.
Right. That's interesting.
So, but
Yeah,
mate,
it
just
just
full like pop invisible.
it's weird. Like, I don't know. I think there's definitely some fatigue around Call of Duty at the minute, and it's funny because I feel like they kind of knew that they were onto a bit of a stinker with Black Ops 7, and Battlefield was like do you know remember around like the Battlefield 6 beta where Call of Duty was kind of coming out, and like it was like, oh, this is really bad, we all hate it, and it's like they were like, okay, right, we're kind of listening to you,
Oh
like
yeah,
like we might actually change somewhat of the direction. Like, they said that they're pulling all of the skins, so it's going to be like you're not getting silly like Fortnite skins in Call of Duty anymore, but going kind of traditional. I was like, okay, right, they're taking a bit of community feedback, but it's not enough. Like, all of the guys that stream Warzone, there's still a hacking problem in it. There's no updates that are happening for 8 months, so they're basically having to wait in limbo for 8 months to get like something new potentially on the main map,
for
and they
Warzone,
kind of
there's no
so yeah.
updates.
Well, there's going to be like little updates, but by updates I mean there's no new map, so they're staying on Verdansk for another 8 months, and they were kind of like, we kind of want a new large scale map. They're adding a smaller map, so like Rebirth Island, it's called like the Resurgence mode, which is like half the players of a battle royale, that's like 30, 40 players. They're making a new map of that, which will launch maybe at the start of season one, which is normally a few weeks after COD drop. So fair enough, but do people really play that? Probably not. They prefer Rebirth Island because
Mm.
it's Rebirth Island. And they're kind of refreshing some of the points of interest in Verdansk, but they're not actually doing anything, sort of thing. And it just seems really disappointing. I feel like a lot of content creators are probably gonna feel let down by, that's what they make content on. And obviously Call of Duty don't make games for them. They don't care, but it's just a shame where, they invest so much time and, promote Call of Duty, and it's like, right, well, maybe you're gonna have to play multiplayer now. But then again, it's like multiplayer is always fun for the first month, and then it just treacles out. So it's a scary time. And what's even scarier is what they're potentially teasing is a blackout map that's coming.
Yes, did they not confirm that? I seen a lassie talking about it the day.
Yeah, so again, really weird, but I'm reciting a JGod video here that I watched earlier titled "Goodbye dot dot dot," which was kind of sad. But he was basically saying that a reputable leaker or hacker or whatever they call themselves that have been correct before has suggested that Modern Warfare 4 will be the next Call of Duty title that comes out, and it's also basically, do you know how we've been locked into giving games to PlayStation 4?
Uh-huh.
They're not doing that in the next Call of Duty, so it's going to be strictly next gen or current gen, and they're dropping the PS4 in the older generations. And the thought process behind that is GTA 6 is coming out, so they think that that's obviously a PS5 exclusive and do you know what I mean? This gen. So they're thinking, right, that's probably a good time to stop supporting the older consoles because people might be upgrading for GTA 6. So there's going to be like an engine refresh, and this is where they're talking about this blackout map that might be coming, but it's just so in the dark, and I think Jagod described it as like sort of dangling a carrot and a stick, but it's like you don't even know if it's going to be good, sort of
Uh-huh.
thing, in 8 months' time. So, but I mean, I didn't like Blackout when I played it, so if that's the direction of COD, then it's doubly cooked for me.
I mate, hopefully the Battlefield Battle Royale ends up being decent.
Yeah, and it sounds like the Battlefield's Battle Royale's got an interesting take because it's an instant death, isn't it? It's like a fire zone. Have I got that right?
I've never really looked into the Battle Royale because it's not something that I cared about. But yeah, I think it is.
Yeah,
I think it's like that's what they done with Battlefield 5 when they done the Battle Royale. It's like fire that comes in instead of like
yeah, which is
gas.
yeah, which is a pretty cool dynamic because the amount of times I've been caught in the gas storms and you can outrun it to an extent, it's going to be I'm dead.
Mate, see the clips I've seen on TikTok of like people playing in the gas, and I'm like, mate,
Mm,
what the like, mate? When I was playing Warzone and the gas appeared, I was like, fucking shit, time to run. Whereas
yeah,
this
yeah.
guy's like pulling out like 16 different masks and like downing people. I'm like, mate, what the fuck?
Yeah, definitely at the start of Warzone, people didn't really dabble, but you get like a golden gas mask which lasts for longer, so you can kind of do some gas plays or like flank and whatnot. It's pretty cool, to be fair.
And like self reviving as well. People would self res in the gas, and I'm like, mate, puff.
Yeah, bit of a self res there, but yeah. Long story short, I feel like that was the nail in the coffin for Call of Duty for me. I just was not moved by it. I've downloaded the beta. I'll probably try it out just to see, but I don't think I would buy COD. Like I don't know how to put it. I feel like the multiplayer will be really good to an extent,
Mm.
and it's not too modern. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like it will be serviceable, but it's just probably not for me. Like there's no reason for me to get it. Like I would get it if I was intrigued in the campaign or something like that. So it's and with Warzone, eh, there's nothing to look forward to. So yeah,
So you're
Call
coming
of
to
Duty.
Battlefield. One of us. One of us.
Yeah, I'm coming over. I put my pre-order in after watching your video, so
Nice.
I'm over to Battlefield. But I mean, it's funny. The reason why I brought Black Ops 6 was because I wanted to get a platinum. Because do you know how you get it on Game Pass like day one,
Uh-huh.
right? Call of Duty. I was like, oh, I could just do that with the new COD, play it, get my fix, and then just go back and play Warzone on obviously my main PlayStation. But I generally think if I was actually interested in Black Ops 7, that might be the approach to do it instead of buying it on PlayStation this year. Just get a Game Pass trial and see what it's saying. But I'm not even that interested. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Mate, the pricing on Battlefield is weird as well. See physical versus digital. Because I was looking at it, I
mm,
was like, what one should I get? Should I get the physical, digital? But mate, I wrote it down. It's £70 for the regular edition and then £100 for like the premium. Whereas it's 60 and 90, so it's £10 cheaper if you go physical, which makes 0 cents. Then you get it even cheaper if you go to Curry's. There's like a wee code for pre-ordering. I think I
yeah.
paid 56, £57. I think it cost
Okay,
me.
so you got a standard edition.
Did you go
Um,
premium?
no, no, no.
No.
I don't care about the Battlefield skins and all that
Nah.
bollocks.
Mate,
It's
I've
not
been
going to do
grinding
anything, is it?
2042 for they fucking skins. I'm not gonna wear some premium shit.
Oh, mate, premium stuff will probably look better.
Mate, if it
There's
looked
you
better.
grinding, wasting your time, you bozo, when I can pay for a skin.
But mate, what's the whole thing with Game Pass? See when you mentioned it there, because I went on Twitter
Yeah,
last night and then it's just the first tweet I see is what is it, the Game Pass like cancel page is down because so
yeah,
many people are trying to cancel and they've like bumped the price or something.
yeah. So they've increased the prices. Is it like game? So what they've done is, do you remember when PlayStation kind of restructured the way that we had our PS Plus system when it like layered it into different tiers?
Aye.
Do you know that? So they've kind of, I don't want to say they've done a similar thing because they've not, but the tiers that they had, they've kind of just reshuffled them a bit. So I think two of them might have stayed the same price, potentially the two lower tiers, and they've obviously included more and less. I think the one that's really been affected, and of course, if you're an Xbox or PC player, do let us know or correct me and your thoughts down below in the comments. But they've essentially hiked that price up to like 30 quid or $29.99. So I'm assuming it's the same in the UK. So yeah, it's weird. It's I kind of understand why they've done it, but I don't agree with why they've done it. I don't feel like there's a need, and it's if you want to get the day one games, then basically you want to be getting that most expensive tiered pass. If you go to the middle one, which is I don't know, maybe £15, you'd get a good portion of games like the PS Plus catalog, for instance, but no day ones. You wouldn't get Call of Duty, for instance, on that middle tier. So I think if you play a lot of games day one, maybe it makes sense. Obviously, 30 quid over 70 quid, you're saving money, but I don't really agree with it. It's I don't know.
Three hundred
I
and
don't want to.
sixty pound a year is
It's nuts.
mad. Because mate, what is
And
PS Plus Premium? 100, and even then,
something like that.
I'm like, oh mate, user fucking like right on that line. I mean, like
You're already
downgrading.
pulling my pants
Aye.
down. Like I can't physically take anymore. My holes are full. But yeah, I'm almost scared to think, are Sony gonna see that and go, we can make some money,
Yeah.
or do they do the like opposite and just be like, oh fuck it, we'll reduce PlayStation, fuck Xbox. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no
Like
chance they
I don't
reduce
know.
it. But mate, I feel like it's. Did they say why they've increased the price of it though? Because I'm pretty sure
I
they said it was
don't.
running at a profit. Game
Yeah, I'm not
Pass.
too sure. And this is why I don't want to speak on things because I don't know the ins and outs of it. But from an outsider, and I think I'm completely wrong when I say this, so I will hold my hands up. But I don't know, I feel like by acquiring Activision Blizzard King, sort of that merger deal that went through and all of the day one things that they're getting, like I'm in my head I'm like, where's the profit coming from? Like you're giving these games away day one where people previously would have spent 70 quid on COD. Like I surely there's a lot like you said they're making a profit, but I'm thinking where like how's this unless more people are subscribing to the Game Pass because it was so cheap, but now it's 30 quid. I don't know. Like are people going to be paying 30 quid?
Mate,
Or
I've
are they just
seen
going to drop down
so
a
many
tier?
people cancelling. And it's mate, it's
Yeah.
that's one of the things like for me, I think Game Pass is like Xbox's identity almost. If you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
whenever you talk about Xbox, it's like, mate, but Xbox Game Pass is really good. They might not have the single player games that Sony's got, but mate, that Xbox Game Pass, let me tell you.
I I feel like the only thing that Xbox had left, the only bit of competition they had in them from different consoles, as you said, was that Game Pass. With that price bump, I feel like they've pissed off the people that have remained with Xbox as long as they have, because that was the only appeal, arguably. Like that's why I've got the one up there because I was like, oh, let me buy Game Pass Ultimate for a tenner and play the new release.
And that's pretty
I'm
much
gonna think,
useless, that one, because it's not got the disc drive.
yeah, exactly. So it's a full digital one, so I have to get, I have to buy the Game Pass of some sort. So it's like, obviously, I'd probably buy the lower tier if I was going to, because I think your Halos and obviously the legacy games probably would be on one of those lower two. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know, but yeah, I really do sympathize with Xbox users. Like they've had, I think it was two price hikes for the actual consoles. Like the consoles have got more expensive like this year, not once but twice. Obviously, they're trying to sell games like Outer Worlds 2 for 80 quid. Like they were trying to charge more money for games like, and obviously this price bump. I honestly think that I don't know who's in charge. Like, I don't know what they're doing. Yeah. I actually just don't have any words.
I think this is also an eye opener for a lot of people, especially on Xbox, where it's like, as consumers, like, mate, you don't own the games. Let's see if, mate, I've got like zero Xbox One games because I was like, I just get them on Game Pass. And mate, see if I was an Xbox guy, all my games would just be on Xbox Game Pass. I bet you, most people on Xbox don't have a physical collection, or if they do, it's like a small one, because most of their games are through Game Pass.
Yeah, yeah, it, man. I
And
don't know. It's a scary time because I mean, for us PlayStation users, we think, oh, could it get worse for us? I hope it doesn't, but it's always the thing, isn't it, with big companies? They follow each other.
I feel it. Mate, like I said, I don't know why they've put the price up though. Was it like maybe the tariffs or anything like that in America?
I think I honestly don't know. I feel like the tariffs maybe would be the hardware, so getting the parts in. So I assume it's not American made, is it? They bring in sort
Hmm.
of the parts from different parts of the world. So maybe that's why it's gone up, which I guess fair enough. Like that's just America obviously putting those tariffs in place. But yeah, the £80 games as well. That's hilarious, and that is
Oh, yeah.
abysmal. But yeah, I just feel sorry for my Xbox brother and sisters out there. It's
Sucks
a
to
sad
suck.
time.
Aye. Bet you
But
wish you were on that
yeah,
PlayStation now, motherfuckers.
exactly. I mean, maybe they're going to be swayed over by the state of play that happened. What was it, last week or the week before?
Yeah, mate, the state of play. I watched it and I took some notes. It wasn't. I think it was it like 40 minutes long. Did you watch it?
I was on holiday, so I was kicking my
Oh,
feet
you
up,
were
drinking
living
some
it up in
cocktails.
Spain, getting a wee tan,
Exactly.
having a good
Yeah.
time. Right.
The nice tan. I think it rained and was cloudy for a little bit as well, so I was
So
moon bathing.
I took some notes just for you, mate. Just so you're. I, I just
Thank you.
took notes of the stuff that I cared about. To be honest.
Wait, to be fair, I did watch a TikTok while I was having a poo about a roundup. So that's as much knowledge as I've got, a 60-second TikTok and basically it was talking about Wolverine. So
Oh, mate,
I'm
Wolverine.
hoping you've got something
All
for
right.
me.
Well, Deus Ex, the original, is getting remastered by Aspire, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me because we've already got the Conspiracy, which is pretty much Deus Ex 1. I think the only difference is that they like dumbed it down kind of thing. It's not like the full experience you would get on PC. But I was like, mate,
Right.
that is a weird move. And the Deus Ex fans, let me tell you, not happy because
Really?
they do not like Aspire. Mate, everybody was like,
Oh,
Aspire, really? And mate, it wasn't until I looked into it, I was like, mate, that's the one that John was talking about. Mind when we had John Callum on? I'm pretty sure that's the one that he said kept giving him the codes for games.
oh, was it the Star Wars ones,
Mm-hmm.
the really bad ones? Yeah,
So apparently, Aspire literally just take like a fresh coat of paint and just slap that on,
slap that
and then
on.
they're like, there you go, good to go. Just like bare minimum. Whereas everybody wanted, I think it's like Night Dive, I think is the studio. I think they might have done The Thing, which I've got back there that I still need to play, but it's like they proper Night Dive actually go in, like redate all the textures, controls, make sure everything's good, fix the bugs, make sure everything's shit hot. Whereas Aspire are just, like I said, a bare minimum apparently. But Deus Ex fans not happy about that. We get the Battlefield 6 campaign trailer, which was very cool.
Yeah.
Dynasty Warriors 3 remaster, which, mate, I've always wanted to play a Dynasty Warriors game and it looked kind of decent. You know, as we're going through this right now, I just realised our very first episode, we went through the PlayStation State of Play.
Did we?
Yeah, because
That's kind of
we
cute,
actually went
actually.
through the YouTube video and we had it on screen as the gameplay,
Oh yeah.
as we were talking about the gameplay was shown. It shows how lazy we've got, mate, over the year.
Mate, a lot of full circle moments here. 1 year anniversary getting Snam on when we mentioned him.
Also,
Fucking now this.
mate, I feel like we've got to shout out Snam because I felt like it might have came across that I cut the episode short, and mate, we could have went for like another hour or two. But
Yeah, yeah.
what a guy Snam is, because we could only record on the Thursday, and he was at work all day. So what is it like? Drives an hour to work, 8-9 hours at
Mhm.
work, drives an hour home. He had a 2 hour window between getting in the door and having to start his sponsored stream, and he gave us his time. So big up Snam.
Yeah. But mate, it was one of those ones, and I mean, it's like it with every guest in the sense of we just click so well, and obviously we have such a open forum and discussion, and it's one of those ones where it's like, I don't know, you just want to keep talking because it's going so well, but as you said, it's the context behind it. Yeah, he had a sponsored stream, and we kept him like 5 minutes over, and we're like, fuck, like
I
that
know.
man,
Mate,
that
I
man
was
needs to
time
go.
watching the whole time. I was like, let's get
Yeah,
it wrapped. Um,
but yeah.
but also, mate, I don't know if you know this because I mentioned the podcast at the end of one of my videos, and I was like, how
Mhm.
much content have we done, like time wise?
Yeah.
And I looked it
Six.
up.
I heard the 60 hours. I was like,
Wait, mate,
is it more?
66 hours in 6 minutes.
Is that
666, the number of the beast. That's podcast episodes and
is that all the other
the book
stuff?
club.
Video. Okay, yeah, okay.
And I was like, damn. Because, mate, you got to take some of the book club episodes off because they were in podcast episodes and
In
then we took them
Yeah,
out
yeah.
to make them their own
Hmm.
thing. But if you include just
All of it.
the ones on their own and podcast episodes, 66 hours and 6 minutes. I was like, ooh, spooky wee number.
Well, mate, it is October, spooky season, as they
Mate,
say.
that's what I'm saying. Perfect timing. But
Ooh.
mate, stick with the spooks. Halloween. The Halloween
Oh
game
yeah, I
looks
saw that.
fucking shit. Mate, it looks so
Did you
bad.
say? I don't know. It looked kind of funny. I feel like people were getting onto the teleportation, and everyone was like, "Yeah, but that's just canon. Nobody knows how the man teleports. He just does."
Mate, as I was watching it, I was like, this looks like a Friday the 13th mod. It looks the exact same as the Friday the
Mm.
13th game. I was like, this is literally just reskinned Friday the 13th. But that's,
Yeah.
they gave you a release date for it, September 8th, 2026. Then, coming out this year, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. What year is this? 2025.
25.
Mate, they
Yeah, but
couldn't
they
even
don't make.
update the number for it. You know what I mean?
No, but like, I don't think there is a Flight Sim 25, is there?
But mate, just change the number on it. It feels so weird we're in 2025 and I'm buying the 2024 game and it's brand new. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
I do get you.
December 8th it comes out, so it's the very end of 2025.
Yeah, basically 26. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think with Flight Sim, it's like they make a game and it's so good and so in depth that they don't need to make another one for like a good few years. And then when they do, it's like a major overhaul. I guess similar to Football Manager maybe, because they took a year off to be like, right, we can't release what we've got.
Yeah,
It needs to be good.
I think FM was just an absolute mess. Mate, but I low key kind of want to try Flight Sim for one scenario only, which I hope would be in the game. And that is like landing a plane in an emergency. Because I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about, like, do you think you could land a plane in an emergency? See if they're like, pilot Steed, we need somebody to land the plane. Like,
Yeah.
is your horn going up? Do you think you could do it? And I was like, mate, Flight Sim, I'd love to try it. Just like not do it on my own, right? Landing the plane, but you get to be, you got to pull the left lever beneath the fucking blue banana. Like, right, blue banana, pull the lever. Let's you try to figure it out, you know what I mean? Like you get to be guy
Yeah.
talking you through it. I mean, I'd love to figure out if I could land a plane. I doubt it.
Yeah,
I mean, I could land a
I
plane.
reckon you could.
I could land a plane, but would anybody survive is the question.
See, I thought you was going to say something completely different, so it's nice to know that you were talking about landing planes in an emergency. I reckon you'd be able to do it, to be honest with you. I don't like. I feel like it's not that hard, is it? And that
That's the thing, how
we can
difficult
drive
could it be?
cars. Man, I drove a boat on holiday. I'm
Ooh.
all I need to do is conquer the air, and I'm a triple
You
threat.
get
Do you
you
know what I
like a
mean?
paraglide or something like that.
No, it was like a speedboat. Bearing in mind, I was absolutely shitting myself for the entire thing.
You're like, if I
Like,
crash, I'm fucked. This is
yeah,
going to
mate.
be
'Cause he was like, oh yeah.
expensive.
He's like, watch out, there's some rocks. You see where like the waves are kind of white out in the sea. He's like, there's rocks there, be careful. I was like, okay, nice to know. And I kept seeing it, and I was like, are they just waves crashing in the middle of the ocean, or are they rocks? Like, and then the weather went a bit bad, and I was like, oh
Oh
no,
no.
this is yeah. And it's like, I don't know. I should have watched a YouTube video because it was fine going out into the waves, but as soon as you're turning the boat around and the waves are coming behind you, I kept looking back, and I was like, is my engine underwater? Like, we're not moving.
Mate,
I
that'd have been
was
so
like,
funny. See if you're just like, hold on a minute, babe. Let's shake and like watching a YouTube guide on how to drive a speedboat.
mate, middle of the ocean, you ain't getting no signal there. But honestly, I was just there, and I was like, I was. It was the nonchalant gimmick. I was just there, like, yeah, it's fine.
Nah, this is fine.
Do
Don't
you know what I
worry.
mean? In my mind, there's like the cymbal monkey clanking, just like fucking hitting everything, panic stations. I'm like, what happens if we're out here?
Oh
Like,
man.
yeah, it was good fun, but I would definitely prefer somebody else just did the
Yeah,
driving and I
somebody
could
done it
chill
for
on it.
you. Yeah, and you can just chill.
Exactly, yeah.
Um,
I think the on that Microsoft Sim, there's the what's it called, the LA Sphere thing.
oh yeah, you can like go
Yeah.
view like real city places. I don't know if it's through. Is it like Google Maps or something that does it through?
Something like that, but the LA Sphere that obviously puts on like the mad promotions actually does that in the game.
Oh,
Well, maybe not like the up to date promotions, but I saw like a smiley face on it, so that's pretty
mate, that
cool.
would be mad distracting. You're just flying a plane and you're just, is that fucking Pac-Man? What the
Yeah.
fuck? And then fucking boom, gone. Anyway, moving on.
I thought you
Uh,
said you could land it in an emergency.
not when I'm distracted by Pac-Man. Mate, I'd be
He's
like,
gonna
is this
get me.
real life? What the fuck?
Uh,
But Saros, I think is how you pronounce it. Housemark, the people that made Returnal. Their game's coming out March 20th, 2026. And mate, it looks exactly like Returnal. So if you like Returnal, then you'll be very happy. If you didn't like Returnal, stay away from it, because like I said, just looks the same.
I shall stay away. I'm glad
This
for people though, because like return, I can appreciate Returnal. Like it was pretty cool, and the sequel or whatever it is to it is going to be even cooler. It's just a shame I don't really vibe with it, but
Yeah, I don't know what
they're
this.
eating good.
Yeah, I don't know what the story is for it, but gameplay wise, it looks the exact same. So, uh,
Mm.
but mate, God of War 20th anniversary. How are we celebrating? A controller, which to be fair, the
Oh
controller
right,
does look pretty cool. But
controller
everybody,
gimmicks don't get me. Like unless it's the 20-year anniversary. Like do you know when they go back to a grey
oh
PlayStation
yeah,
one,
little
PS1?
GPS one.
Yeah, like controller the gimmick, I just don't fall for it. I think they all look shite.
Mate, the God of War one looks cool. Know how he's got that weird face paint thing on like the hat side of his face? It's just that
Yeah.
on one half of the controller, and then the R1 and R2 are also red, and then the rest of the controller's white.
Okay. I mean, it sounds all right, but is it worth paying the markup for a bit of paint?
Nah,
Probably not.
but mate, it
You
looks
could
cool.
probably get you could probably get your partner to paint your own controller with nail polish, just as good. Do you know what I mean? Do it at home, but yeah.
But everybody was kind of hoping for a God of War 1 remake, or even just the. You know how you get the HD collection
Another.
on PS3?
Yeah.
Bare
That
minimum,
those
port that.
2.5.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
port that. But nope, you get a controller. A
Well,
wire.
they don't they I was gonna say I know you're gonna get to something bigger, but it makes sense why they didn't, because there's no way they'd drop two massive IPs in one event. That's just unheard of, isn't it? But carry on.
More hardware. Wireless speakers.
Oh,
Which,
okay. Interesting.
mate, I was like, really? But then I was like, mate, that's actually kind of cool. And I don't have speakers in my setup anymore because the cables kept getting in the way. So I'm like, I actually could use wireless speakers, and also Sony's might be really good for like, audio quality.
Yeah, yeah, they are.
But also,
The,
you're going to be paying a premium just for that wee PlayStation badge on it as well.
Mate, I was gonna say, like, what is it? They're Pulse headsets. They're like what,
Hmm
200 or 300. They're like expensive. I know for a matter of a fact, these speakers will probably be about 300. Like they will break the bank 100%.
I had the exact same
But
thought where I was like, the PlayStation headsets are mad expensive, but they're not. Price doesn't match quality kind of thing. And I
yeah,
imagine the
yeah,
speakers
yeah.
will be the same.
Do you know the thing about that though is in my setup, I think for a lot of people that have gaming monitors, they don't have speakers in, do they? So I have to plug in I've got a Bluetooth speaker, but obviously Bluetooth speakers don't connect to PlayStations. So I have to plug in like an auxiliary cord to my monitor into that
Hmm
wireless speaker that I've already got. So I hope that they don't lock down that speaker, the new Sony one, for
Uh,
instance, because like if you could still use it with your phone that or connect it, to your PC or whatever, like it would be useful. But my other thing on that is if they're allowing Bluetooth connect, I mean, we know that there's Bluetooth in it, but if they're allowing their own first party speakers to connect, that might give an opportunity for third party speakers to connect. So I can get rid of that tiny wire, even though it doesn't do anything.
mhm.
But do you know what I mean? So maybe that there could be a firmware update, which is pretty exciting actually.
Hey,
I'm
hopefully.
I'm so nerded out by that. I actually really like that piece of news. I think that's my favorite thing to come from the state of play because that is fucking awesome. I'm so old.
Mate, I
I'm
was just
getting
going to
to the
skip over it as well. I was like, he does not give a fuck about speakers.
No, mate, I do. That's so sick. I'm getting to the wrong side of my 20s for me to
mm.
be enjoying that. I'll tell you that, mate. Grocery shopping and fucking speakers. Goodness me. My back's going to be broken next to my knees.
Mate, moving on. PlayStation Plus. So, they announced the monthly games for October. Alan Wake 2.
W.
Amazing game. I think it was my game of the year, the year it came out. I'm pretty sure it was
Yeah,
2023. Because it was the first year
free.
Adam done the PlayStation trophy hunting, whatever it was, charity thing at the end of the year. Alan Wake 2, Goat Simulator 3, and Cocoon. and I think Cocoon's like a weird puzzle game or something. Don't really care about the other two. I've already played and platinumed Alan Wake 2, but it's a great game for anybody that's not played it. Good horror game.
Yeah, Goat Sim 3 was already on the catalogue. This is the thing that
Was it?
really pisses me off. I've played it, so I didn't pay for it, and I've got the platinum, so it was on some kind of pass at some point. I don't think it was on Plus, the bottom like monthly that you get to claim, but it was definitely on the catalogue somewhere. And that's the thing that really grinds my gears with Sony is they'll have like a good stint or they'll have a good month maybe, and when I say good, they've just not delivered the bare minimum. So it's probably
Mm.
about average, but to us it feels good because they'll give you a game that we've already had. Assuming you're a long time subscriber, which I guess not everybody is, so maybe this is my privilege coming into it, but it's like Goat Sim, already done it. That's one game wasted. Probably for a lot of PlayStation users as well. When did that game come out? Probably in the 2020s. Like it's like 5 years old. Do we want that on a pass? Like it belonged on the catalog thing. I mean, Alan Wake 2 is a big pull. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I am happy with that, and I will play that at some point. But yeah, it's a vicious cycle with them and the monthly games.
Speaking of the catalogue for PlayStation Extra, they've added The Last of Us 2. So for anybody that's
I heard
not
about
played it,
this.
there you go. I don't know if it's the whatever it is, the PS5 version, or if it's just the
It, it's
PS4 one.
It's both apparently. I believe Kyle from my live chat. Shout out to Kyle. I hope this was you that said this, but yeah, apparently there's both versions that
Ooh,
got put on,
mate.
which
So
is
there you
good.
go.
Mate, I'm fuming because do you know how I was like, I'm gonna wait for like The Last of Us Part One, like that upgraded one, to come
Hmm.
onto the PlayStation thing, and they did it for like the celebration day in September for Last of Us. I was like, hmm. Last of Us Season 2 come out. Are they going to drop it? No, they didn't. So I was like, that was probably the best time for them to put it on to Plus for free. And I was like, fine, I'll buy it. You got me. I'll buy it. And it's like, if I just waited another 6 months, could have got it for free.
I know. And for no premium PlayStation Premium, we're getting Tekken 3. Oh, which mate will be fucking class. I loved Tekken 3 when I was a wee kid. And Soul Calibur 3 and Tomb Raider Anniversary. Tomb Raider Anniversary is when they remade the first game back in like 2007 for like the PS3 and Xbox 360. I think it might have been on PS2 as well, Tomb Raider Anniversary. I played it on the Wii, like a cool kid.
Oh, interesting.
I think that's one of
Throwback.
the fucking handful of games I actually played on the Wii. But aye, that was the PS Plus games. And then the big motherfucker, Wolverine, mate.
Wow.
The fuck was that? I'm not even
What noise
cutting
is a
that. I'm not even, that's
Well,
staying
I expect nothing less. Why would you cut that? That was amazing. But
in.
why? What noise does a Wolverine make? Give me your Wolverine
Oh,
noise
that.
because I don't know what it sounds like. Go on.
Man, I don't know what a I've never encountered a Wolverine. It's probably like something, you know, like a weird cougar mixed with like a honey badger, you know.
What does a honey badger sound like? To me, the honey badger sounds like from COD Modern Warfare 3.
I
I
don't
don't know
actually know
what it
what a
sounds
honey
like as an
badger
animal.
sounds like. Mate, I know they're a pain in the hole in Far Cry whenever you come across them.
Yeah, they got like thick skin, don't they?
Yeah, mate, they
I,
take a
I,
good fucking kicking, let me tell you.
mate, I reckon a Wolverine makes a really unattractive squeal, like a like a really awful one.
Mate, I reckon we move on for terrible barnyard animal noises. But mate,
Oh, what? I thought that was a segment.
it
Do you want to hear my
looks.
cow?
Nay, no, I don't. Uh, I mean, it actually looks really, and it looks violent as well. See, when you're seeing the gameplay, and he's just like bang, like through the skull, and he's like,
Yeah,
uppercut, and it comes through the bottom and like, at the top of the head. I'm like, oh, mate, it's so violent. It's so, oh, mate, it
it's
looks
what we
good.
wanted. And
Hmm.
18 finally. Do you know what? As good as it looks, I hate to be a poo pooer, but I think it will get boring really quickly. That whole gore thing. I hope I'm proved wrong, but I feel like there'll be probably 5 animations
Mm.
similar to Spider-Man. Like this, I don't know. Again, it's a next gen game, so maybe it's crazy and got loads of different combos. But I think the gore, as cool as it is, probably will just be the same things over and over again, like
It's,
the same combos.
I think it's set in the same Spider-Man universe as well, so you might get like a wee
A
crossover.
little cameo.
Because, mate, I was trying to remember. I should actually just went back and watched the YouTube video and found it. But look, That's another thing. Wolverine's set across, I think it's 3 separate locations that you visit
Yeah,
instead of
that's
just the
yeah.
one city. And one of them's Tokyo. And I was trying to remember, see Miles Morales, you know how like the whole thing
Mm.
is Spider-Man leaves, he's like, mate, me and MJ are going away, going on a wee holiday.
Oh,
Is it
yes.
Japan that he goes to?
I can't. I thought I would have assumed Europe. MJ looks like a Europe queen. I could see her in Prague,
I feel
but maybe it is. Maybe it is Tokyo. That I mean, that would be pretty cool,
I
wouldn't
was like,
it?
mate, I wonder if you get like a wee crossover kind of thing with
Has
that.
anybody mentioned that on YouTube, or is that
I've
what
not
you're?
looked in up on YouTube. It's literally just when they said he's in Tokyo, and I was like, is that where Spider Man goes in Miles Morales?
Mate, that's a bit of a video idea if you wanted to. Of course, if they say where they go, then
I'm
and
pretty
if it
sure they say
confirms
where they
it,
go, but
yeah. Or if it doesn't, it's ambiguous. So you could be like, "Oh my God, guys, I found
yeah,
leaked thing. Spider-Man in
just
Wolverine. Listen to
clickbait.
me." Like, yeah. I mean, it's true.
Mate, I already got enough dislikes on that Battlefield video. That was pretty clickbaity. See, especially with the
What's the new
thumbnail.
one already?
Yeah, mate, because I think some people thought it was like a platinum video. See, because I left trophy list reveal at the end. I think some people were like, Battlefield 6 platinum video. And then it's like me just going for the trophy list. So, mate, I've changed the
Yeah.
title like 3, 4 times, but that one get a fair few dislikes. But, aye, mate, the thing I was wondering about with Wolverine, though, is I'm not a big Wolverine guy, right? I don't
Mhm.
watch the X-Men films. I watched one Wolverine film, the one with the girl in it, where it was just like a really good one. It's like, is it post-apocalyptic?
I've never seen them.
Oh,
Sorry.
you've never seen
Was
them,
you?
mate? I
Was that
thought,
back? Yeah, I've never seen them.
mate, I
It's
thought,
on my list of things to watch, but they're obviously the thing that puts me off about the movies is they time jump a lot, and they're obviously quite old. So
right.
I'm like,
Because,
I
mate,
think
I
they are
nearly
good
said a
though.
spoiler for what happens at the end of the film. But the Wolverine
I
film
mean,
with the little girl is the only one I've seen. And then even going back to like the cartoon shows, I never really gave a fuck about Wolverine. I like the cool guy,
yeah.
what's his name, with the glasses and he just goes and like beams. Cyclops, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
He
Cyclops.
was he was the one that I thought was cool. But so mate, I don't really know much about Wolverine, but I think his thing is that he can't die.
That would be correct. Yeah.
So I'm like, how do they work that in the game?
I can tell you that.
Oh, do you know?
The Yeah, so I believe the antagonist in that is I don't know how the I don't want to say related, but obviously there's a bad guy and there's another type of material that can weaken Wolverine. Like it
Oh, is
doesn't
it like
kill him, but
Superman's kryptonite? They're using like kryptonite bullets.
yeah, kind of. I don't know what it's called, but it's essentially like almost a counter to Wolverine. And while it doesn't kill him, if you obviously put it in bullets, it will actually keep going through. And I guess if enough hit him, then he would die, but it would be very
Right.
difficult. So I think whoever the villain is, that they're basically like, uh,
Yin
what
and
is it, like
yang.
the yin and yang? Yeah, like the opposite. And from the looks of it, do you know like the military people? I think their weapons probably will be infused with whatever this material is that can damage him. I think it stops his healing process. So
Right.
if you stop his healing process, then it can obviously go through. So yeah, again, I don't know too much on it, but that's the limited knowledge I have. So hopefully that's correct. Please do correct me or let us know down
No,
below
that makes
what the
sense
deal
because I
is.
was like, how are they going to like figure it out? Like, is it just
Yeah.
Wolverine goes to sleep because he's been hit too many times and game over? You know, I was like, how do they work it? But now that makes
Yeah.
sense with the kryptonite bullets and stuff.
I bet you're gonna get cooked for saying kryptonite bullets kill Wolverine.
Oh man, wait till you find out what the pink kryptonite does to him. But
Oh
moving
mate.
on, zero parades for dead spies, mate. First off, fucking banger title by the way. How,
Dead
mate?
spies.
No, zero
Like what?
parades
Zero
for
parades
for
for.
dead spies. I mean, if you're a spy, you don't get like a fucking hero's funeral or anything. You're
Yeah,
just
no, yeah. I'm letting it.
an
The
unmarked
brains are
grave.
turning.
Aye,
Yeah, like
the cogs
it's
are turning.
cooking.
I was like, mate, that's a fucking sick title for a game. But espionage RPG from the Disco Elysium studio. I don't know how you pronounce it. ZA/. So,
Um,
but that's one of the
excuse
ones
me.
where it's like, I think. But mate, that's one of the ones where all the like fans were like, I don't know if I'm going to buy it because I don't actually know what the whole thing was with it. But the like, main guys that made Disco Elysium all get sacked. I need to actually look into it and see what happened. So like, a lot of people are not buying it because
Right.
the people that
Just
actually made the game aren't there anymore.
interesting.
I'm trying to.
Very, yeah. Would you do that?
Would I boycott the game?
Yeah.
Well, mate, I was thinking about that, and I don't think I would. Because I was thinking back, mate, it happened with Infinity Ward with Modern Warfare 2, but granted, I was pretty young at the time.
Mm.
If you remember that, so Modern Warfare 2 comes out, and then straight after it got released, the I think it was like two or three guys that were in charge of Infinity Ward, they all got the sack for like breach of contract, and then everybody on the Infinity Ward team was like, "What the fuck? Those were our boys. Like they've not done anything wrong." So then they all like resigned in protest,
Yeah.
and then left, made Respawn Entertainment, which is Titanfall, Apex, Star Wars Jedi, Survivor,
Hmm.
Fallen Order.
Pretty stacked studio, to be fair, ain't they?
I mate, they done well, but
Bruce Wayne, yeah.
the point was, look, mate, I still was excited for Modern Warfare 3, even though it wasn't
Yeah.
the same development team. But like I said, that's also when I was like, I don't know how old I would have been back then, like fucking 12 or some shit, 12, 13.
Yeah, I guess you just wanted to shoot things. You wouldn't know
And I
the
just
context you
I
know
didn't
now.
care. But mate, I don't know. I'm down for a good boycott, mate. I've not been to Weatherspoons since COVID. There you go.
Why? What?
Because
Why
they
COVID?
refused to pay all their employees when COVID started. Do you remember that?
Oh, did they?
They
I
let
did not
sacked
know
all
that.
their employees.
Oh shit. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. It is bottom
Mate,
of the barrel
the
in
guy
terms of
is an
public.
absolute weapon as well, the one in
Yeah,
charge. He's like, mate, because
yeah.
I mind you'd go into like into Weatherspoons and they'd have like the wee like what you call it? I mean, I've just blanked on the name. It tells you all the food, your wee list of food. You open it and you go, the menu.
Menu.
You'd have the menu, and then there'd be like a wee newspaper hang beside it, and it's like a wee pro Brexit hang at every single fucking
Oh
table.
yeah,
And it's like, mate, get back to
yeah,
fuck. So, aye, that guy's
yeah.
a fucking knob. And then, like I
He is
said,
very opinionated.
after the COVID thing, I was like, mate, I'm never going back to another Weatherspoons, and I've not been in one since. So,
Yeah.
mate, I ain't
You're
against.
a stronger man than me. Those £2 pints, I can't argue with it.
Mate, I'm down for a good boycott. I don't know. I feel like I need a good reason. I don't know what the reason could be. Here's the thing. I was gonna say I'm not getting any loyalty to brands. I do have loyalty to brands, but I don't think you should because at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, just look at Call of Duty and what they're doing.
Exactly. So, what about you? Would you boycott any game companies?
Um, I don't think so. I mean, I guess it depends on the context of it, doesn't it? Like, it, it's a really tough one to answer because I'm thinking about like the whole COVID thing with beer, and I'm just like, I mean, the world keeps spinning in that sense. You know, it's shit that people didn't get paid, but you know, it's COVID. I guess it's quite common. But then it's like, if there's like a much more serious allegation with like a studio head that's done some really, really
Yeah, there was stuff
dodgy
with that
stuff.
with Quantic Dream.
Activision? Oh, what did they
Quantic
do?
Dream. I'm pretty sure the guy in charge of that's like, might not be a safe work environment for women, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
The guy
right.
that's in
Yeah,
charge of
like,
Quantic Dream. But mate, I'll still buy
yeah.
that Star Wars game. That sounds horrible. See, when you say it out loud, I don't care if he sexually abuses women. I'll still buy the fucking game.
Well, guys, I'm actually boycotting it. To be fair, you know, while
Six
he will
foot two
boycott
feminist.
Weatherspoons,
Look at him, ladies.
but no, like fuck that guy, man. What an awful person. But it's the
Mate,
same with
I
Activision.
swear
That
it's
there
that.
was a there was a whole thing with like, do you remember when Activision was being brought by Microsoft? There was all of those allegations of all of
Oh
like,
yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like it was a similar thing, and it was like, I feel like did they get sacked? Like, I mean, they have to get
I
sacked,
think there
don't
was
they? So
similar
it's like,
stuff with Ubisoft as well.
really, goodness me, it's an awful fucking world we live in, isn't
I
it?
know. As if I needed
But
Mera an excuse to avoid Ubisoft games.
But yeah, I think under the right circumstances, I probably would boycott a game, but I don't know. I think context is everything, isn't it? It depends how much of a grip a game has on me. Like if you said to 10-year-old Leon, you're not gonna like we're boycotting Call of Duty, that would have been my worst nightmare. But now as an adult, there's always an alternative. Do you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? If something was serious enough. So yeah, I think I'm like 75% no, I probably like I'd still probably buy the game if that makes sense. but then the other part of me, if it's serious enough, would stand up with the correct party.
Yeah, I looked it up. Game developer Quantic Dream accused of toxic and sexist work environment. So that's what it was.
Interesting. Yeah, it's one of those weird ones, isn't it? When it's like accused and things like that, 'cause it's so hard to get to the bottom of the truth, and the media just love sort of creating a bubble of things about the facts. But I'm sure a lot of it is true.
Yeah, mate, the only thing that would make me boycott somebody is if they actually fucked me over. If you know what I mean. See if like EA just randomly went, we don't like you anymore, your EA account gone, and I'm like, mate, I can't play FIFA, I can't play Battlefield. You know what?
Yeah,
I'm never buying another EA game in my fucking life. I think that's the only way it would kind of.
yeah, but then like in that case, like I get it, like they've generally wronged you. Like fair enough, I'd probably do the same, but like you're 50 quid, they don't give a fuck about that.
Mm,
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, mm,
aye. Mate,
I feel like,
struggling to think of why I
well,
would boycott somebody.
yeah, like again, I think this is going to be a very out there topic, and I don't want it to be. But for instance, Hogwarts Legacy and the whole like J.K. was it
Oh
Rowling or
yeah,
Rowling,
J.K.
whatever
Rowling.
the fuck her name is, like she says some horrible things online, and I don't personally agree with them. But like obviously that's attached in some capacity to her name, so it's like you probably are supporting her in some way, but then it's like, the devs that have worked on the game probably aren't do you know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like it's kind of disconnected but kind of connected to it. Like, what do you do?
And the people working on the game and made the game probably don't agree with her political views. But at the end of the
Yeah,
day, when you buy in Harry Potter universe, you're supporting her.
it's a crazy fucking
Because,
domino
mate, that's
effect, isn't it?
actually a shout as well, because I forgot about that at the time when it came out. It was all over
Mm,
TikTok. People were like, do not buy Hogwarts Legacy because it supports J.K. Rowling and all that stuff. Because my
yeah,
best mate was pure into Harry Potter. He's like, mate, I'm fucking buying it anyway. I don't give a fuck. I was like, mate, you do you.
yeah,
Like, if you're looking forward to a Harry Potter game. I mean,
yeah. I
I'd
mean,
suggest
yeah.
you grow up first, but batter in and buy it.
Oh no, the Harry Potter fans are coming
Oh
after us.
no, the witches are going to
Oh
cast a
no!
spell on me. I'd prefer they've done that.
You all
They've done that to
fired.
Charlie
Oh,
Kirk. Do you see the fucking hired witches on him?
oh
The
yeah, that
Etsy
office.
witches. I take back
Yeah,
that
Etsy
statement. Harry
witches.
Potter adults that love it are, great members, valuable members to our society.
Goodness me, that's an insane thing because it was like I don't even know who did the article. It was like a pop culture website, wasn't it? That done an article about hiring fucking Etsy wit. Like, it's insane.
Mm.
That office must have been stone cold silent the next day. Fucking
Mate,
hell.
have you seen
Anyway,
the guy on
well,
TikTok? Speaking of witches, let's kick that hornet's nest. Have you seen the guy
yeah.
on TikTok that's provoked all the witches? And he's like, witches of
Really?
TikTok, yous are all talking bullshit. Yous have no magic powers. Come get me.
Oh no.
And they're like,
Oh.
we're casting a spell on you. And then there's ones that are like, we need, like, what is it, like your hair, if I can get your hair. And he's like, nae baller, sends her the hair and
Really?
stuff like that. Mate, he's like full on, like, user or
What's the
bullshit
outcome?
artist. Mate,
Is
he's
he
still
still
fine.
alive?
He's still kicking, still doing good,
For now. For
for
now.
now. But eventually, when he
Mhm.
dies in like 80 years old age, they witches will be like, told yous, proved you wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe if any of the Etsy witches have TikTok, maybe they don't. So.
Mate, I could hire that Etsy witch, get some fucking work done. But before I get myself in more trouble,
Yeah,
I
we're
think we can
fucked.
move
This is
on.
probably the last. This is probably
Yeah,
the last podcast episode. It was nice knowing you guys.
yeah. It was a good run while
See.
it lasted. A good,
Yeah.
52
What was
weeks.
that? Yeah, 52 in a few days. Oh,
Aye.
oh well. It's about the
Yeah,
memories we made.
it's nice knowing
Thanks,
you,
guys.
mate.
Yeah. Peace out, motherfuckers. See you on the next one.
All right. So,
Back
mate,
to the boycotts. No. Yes.
mate, I don't think there's anything that would make me boycott. I think, yeah.
Yeah. I just think that I think it's great when people do things like this, but the world keeps spinning. It not it's such a bad mindset to have, but it's like I just feel like in the world that we live in, it's like even if you think something's so wrong and you stand up for it, I don't really know how much of a difference you're going to make, which is a really awful thing. But I just think it's the world we live in. Like
Mm.
boycott one person boycotting a game, great, fantastic. You've held your morals, like, good stuff. But has it really changed anything? Has it really? I think that's the thing for me. How can you make change? And will boycotting it be part of that change? Yes or no? If it does, then yeah, 100%. But, if you get a bit of enjoyment out of it and can relax, then enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Life's too short.
So, in conclusion, there's nothing that would make either of us boycott a game. And Etsy
Actually,
witches, come get us.
actually, shout out to my fucking Etsy witch queens and all of the witches out there. I find it so interesting, witchcraft and like that kind of paranormal areas of the world. Like go down to New Orleans and things like that. It's got a very rich history. I found it interesting. Is
I've
it
I've
not
zero interest, mate. I don't care
zero
about the
interest?
gems and all that shit. Just
Mate,
I'm a star
it's
sign.
really weird because it's like Salem and Salem witches, right? Is the thing that's known for witchcraft in like what the 17 or 1800s, but it wasn't actually that area. It was a completely different area where the like let's say the alleged witches were actually like fucking cooking up. Like it was a completely different place apparently. But speaking of boycotting, I know that we said we probably wouldn't, but I could get behind boycotting a certain game because this I can kind of vibe with this boycott. So, do we all know Subnautica, right? We've heard of it. I've not personally played it, but
Aye, the
I'm aware of
swimming game
Subnautica.
underwater kind of thing.
Yeah. So, shout out to my dad. We was in the gym and was just talking about games and stuff. And he mentioned about He's like, "Oh, did you hear about Subnautica too?" And I go, "Firstly, I didn't know it was happening, and secondly, what happened?" So, I'll give you a bit of a rundown for context. And essentially, Subnautica 2 is coming out. It's being developed by the same people that made the first game. And I think that's quite a big key thing of this story, like the lead developers, let's call them. Also, for context, this is a retelling, right? Some things may not be factually correct. I apologize, but you're here for the ride. Anyway, the developers that made the first one essentially have been working on the second game and their entire dev teams, and they were promised by the management or the owners of the company, let's say, if you get the game out by this, like, I don't know, end of quarter 2025, you're going to get a very large bonus, like 250 million, like a fat paycheck for getting this game out on the schedule and like whenever it is, like it's now kind of sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
And the devs that are leading this, they want to cash in their bonus, and they said that the game is ready to go. So they're going to go into like an early access thing, and that was what was agreed to, go into an early access. That counts for the bonus. The higher ups then have said, right, nah, we're no, you're not. It's not ready. The game's not ready to go out. We're not happy with it. It's not ready. It's not playable. You're not getting your bonuses. Let's delay it to 2026. So your bonuses aren't happening, um, which is
I wonder if
really,
that's
really.
because it's early access though, where they're like, no, we wanted a game fully ready to ship to
Hmm.
PlayStation, to Xbox, not just early access on PC.
Yeah, I mean, whatever the context of it is, I think it would have been agreed in the contract.
Right.
Well, I'm assuming early access probably counts or whatever. So I think I again don't know all the facts here. I'm not the lawyer, but to the sounds of it, it sounded like that was fine. Ready to go. Um, and even so, with early access with a game like that, it's not like it would be dog shit early access. You'd expect it to probably be decent, and then like a month or two later, you get the full thing. Do you know what I mean? It's a
Mm.
fairly decent big studio, I'd say. But so yeah, that's happened, and they've obviously kicked up a fuss, and they've been fired as a result
The whole
from
team,
the studio. So the
or
people
just the
that were
heads.
meant to, well, the lead devs, I think, the
Right.
people that were getting this bonus have then been fired. And essentially, it's the debate of the higher up saying this game isn't ready, delay it. And then the people that are actually boots on the ground working on it go, well, it fucking is ready. Like, it's ready. Let's go. So obviously, who's telling the truth? We don't know. I guess we can kind of sympathize with the developers that probably know the game more so than the people at the top that just sit in the boardrooms and stare at charts. um,
Mm.
so So that's obviously happened, and then I think there's just been a whole kerfuffle in the sense of those developers knew that they were going to be sacked or removed from it because, if somebody said you're getting 250,000 if you deliver something and you are delivering it to that timeline,
But is it going to
and
be
you
the
feel
best quality, or am I rushing it to hit that deadline?
true, true, but these things are agreed, and let's go on the argument that it was ready. If you feel that the higher ups are pulling the rug from under your feet because they don't want to pay out that extremely high bonus, because I was quite shocked how like 250 million for like a couple of them. That's insane. Like, does
Mm.
Subnautica even sell that much? Like, probably does, but they downloaded emails, right, to almost cover their backs, to stack up the receipts to say, look, this has been done, this has been done, this has been done, we've made this, we've done this. However, by doing that, they've obviously breached sort of
Confidentiality.
what exactly. So I mean, I think it's going through court at the
Mate, I
minute,
was
so I
going to
don't
say
know
that
what
sounds like something that's getting taken to court.
exactly that. So obviously they've done that, but if they didn't pull those emails, there is the potential that those emails could have been deleted, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So they pulled
Hmm.
them at, I would argue, the right time to protect themselves and almost argue a case. And I don't know, like, I wouldn't necessarily argue for something that I didn't believe in. So I can kind of sympathize and be like, well, they probably have worked really hard. And it's like, you wouldn't, like, if I knew that I half baked a game, sort of thing, and my evidence was shoddy, then I wouldn't pull the evidence. I go, fair enough, like, the proof is in the pudding. But
But for
it seems like they've,
the amount of money, though, you'd be like, mate, I'd take my chances.
yeah, I mean, like fair, but I mean, that's obviously happened. And I guess it puts fans in a very awkward position because it would almost, I don't know, it's if one party's saying that the game needs more work and changes need to be made and improvement quality needs to be improved and things like that, the people that made the first game such a success are no longer here to do that. So it's like, what are they going to do? Because it's more than likely, with all of this going on, that it will now be delayed until 2026. And, if the leaders are saying that the game's not ready or whatever, who's going to take that over the line? And I feel like, as a potential boycott, or I don't even, what the fuck does boycott mean at this point? We've said it too much, but like,
Word of
would
the
you
day.
buy, would you buy Subnautica 2 potentially knowing this to be like, right, so the guys that made a really good game are now no longer working on something that potentially needs to be, the final tweaks to get it over the line. Bearing in mind it's still early access, so it still needs to have those improvements. And it's like, who's coming in to fix this? Are the corporate, the ratty people going to get involved and just ruin it, sort of thing? So it's an interesting time, and I'm intrigued to see how it's going to pan out. But as a fan, I probably wouldn't buy the game in that instance, just because, not to boycott, but the uncertainty of, is the product actually going to be quality?
I know that's one where I'm like, yeah, mate, I'd boycott Subnautica 2. But then I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Subnautica 2. Of course I'd boycott it. But
Yeah,
see, if it's like
yeah, I don't care.
Battlefield 6, I'd be like, ah, man, I really want Battlefield 6, though. I'd probably still buy Battlefield 6, to be fair.
Yeah,
See, if,
would you
mate,
like? Yeah,
the Saudis bought EA.
yeah, I saw that. That's going to
See,
be
if they
very
sacked
interesting.
the head at like EA tomorrow, I'd still buy
Mm,
Battlefield 6.
yeah, it. Do you know what's interesting? I was in a PlayStation like boosting chat because I've been playing the new FIFA, and like they put it in, and they were like, "Oh yeah, just ban women from the game," and I was like,
Women get
and I
added
was
that they're
like,
getting taken out.
yeah, and I was like, oh my word, like that generally would, I could argue, be points enough to boycott FIFA
I don't
if
think
they were
people
removed
would.
from.
It's not. It's one of the ones where I don't think enough people care about the women's football kind of thing in FIFA.
I mean, you say that, but it's such like women's football is such a big thing, and it's come such a long way. It is here and it's here to stay, sort of thing. And I've enjoyed the sort of women's football on FIFA, and I've learnt a lot of the players. I was like, oh fuck, like
Oh yeah,
who's
mate.
it?
Don't
Like,
get
do
me
you know what I
wrong.
mean?
I
It's like
love my Kim Little. She was a fucking hero for me. One of my Ultimate Team
yeah.
seasons.
But
But
it's going to be interested to see what happens with that whole EA situation.
saying that
It
though,
could be for the better though.
Mm, I
Because
don't know how it went up.
the thing is though, it's think of what Saudi money has done. It saved boxing, it saved UFC, saved Newcastle. Do you know what I mean? Could it save EA and actually make a good game? So
I wouldn't say it saved boxing. I think it's just he's thrown money and made the big fights happen.
yeah, but if those big fights didn't happen, then boxing wouldn't be going, would it? I mean, obviously it would be, but
The thing with EA is when the Saudis take over, right? What happens to studios like BioWare that have always made like Mass Effect and stuff like that, where it's like there's always that like pro LGBT kind of thing to it, where you've always had like the
mm,
gay romance options and stuff like that. Is that one
yeah,
where it's like the Saudi prince? Because mate, do you see the guy on Steam? He's like a Saudi prince. He changed his
mm, uh,
Steam account to thanks Reddit. Now I own EA or something like that. He's one
oh,
of
is
the
it
guys that bought it. Yeah.
fair?
So, but mate, what if it's like he's like, but there is no fucking gay shit in my game. Get it out.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Something like Bioware.
it's going to be interesting. I don't like maybe there's a clause to split off as a studio. I don't know, and as well, it's how much will they actually be involved? Because I think it could just be the money. Because I think I saw somebody say that they're wanting to diversify,
Yeah, the
sort of
portfolio
basically get
move
out.
away from oil.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe it is just more of an investment, and then because like the guy's still in charge, isn't he? So I guess things won't really be changing besides the amount of potential money sort of thing behind it. But I don't think it happens until 2027, right? So it like goes
I
through
don't really
fully.
know. The thing I'm hoping is he goes EA Originals and just fucking bang slams a load of money down, get some good
Yeah.
indie games going. Because I'm pretty sure A Way Out might have been EA Originals. I could be wrong on that, but
Is
like,
it?
I'm pretty sure some like good indie games kind of came through that. Let me double check
Yeah.
that. A Way
I
Out.
mean, they've got so much under their locker. It's I guess yeah. I mean, whenever a company goes private to an extent, you think, oh no, it could go down the poop hole. But it's an opportunity, isn't it? It could be a very positive thing for gaming. Who knows? We'll have to see. It's difficult to comment on.
Yeah, Split
Mm.
Fiction, It Takes Two, A Way Out, Immortals, that Project Zao, Tales of Kenzara Zao. Remember that game? It was like no point in even showing it. You can't see it. I think it was like a
Yeah,
Prince of
I can't
Persia
see.
game where the guy came on at the game show, the Game Awards, and he was like crying about his dad. And he like made the game for his dad, the black guy, like 2 years ago. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't remember that, but that sounds like quite an emotional story.
But Unravel, A Way Out, It Takes Two, Sea of Solitude, Lost in Random, Split Fiction. So mate, they've got some good stuff. So see if they just throw all the money into EA Originals, we get some good shit going. I'd be down for that.
yeah. Yeah, that's the bit of Subnautica news that I had. I thought it was just a very interesting thing because I've always been intrigued by Subnautica 1. It's one of those things where it's I'd like to play it and just I feel like it's a game that's going to be a bit addictive. Like you bite a little bit off here and you go, oh, I want to go look over here now. Oh, I can do this. Like it does seem interesting, but I've just never had the time. Um, and I'm assuming Subnautica 2 technically should be even better, but I guess that's up for debate. If you do play Subnautica 2 or you have any other comments on that, do let us know. Are you going to be picking it up? Are you supporting solidarity with the devs? What side are you on?
Circling back to the state of play, we forgot to
Yes.
mention the 30th
Yeah.
anniversary. We're getting the Sony rewards and all the Sony merch or the PlayStation merch. So, mate, it looks like PlayStation Stars has been replaced with PlayStation franchise rewards, which at
Yeah.
first when I seen it, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. So, for those of you
Hmm.
that never seen it, if you unlock the trophy for beating the campaign on Ghost of Tsushima,
Go Kojima.
you can buy a T-shirt, and if you get the platinum, you can buy a pin. But mate, it's first off, it's not even in pounds; it's only in dollars and euros, which is weird.
Right.
And it's a €33 T-shirt, and the pin for the platinum is €28, and then you need to pay shipping on top of it. And I was
Oh.
like, mate, give me fucking PlayStation Stars back. Like, see that PlayStation little voucher card that you would
Yeah,
get?
you get like cashback. Yeah.
Hey, that was class. I must have got like £25 out of it or something like that. But mate, it felt
Yeah.
amazing. And it's like a wee thing you work towards. And mate, I was buying digital games. that I probably didn't even like need or like pure like
Yeah.
wanted at the time. I was like, fuck it, no, I'll get the reward points for it, and it'll get me closer to that fiver, and I'll play this game eventually. But
Even the trophy, like the little collect, you know, when you get like the mascots, you'd get like the little
the
trophy
trophy
cabinet where you could
case,
just, yeah, like that was pretty cool, I thought.
aye. Working towards all the wee stuff where it's like you need to play whatever it was, whatever monthly game it was, and you get
Mm,
the wee thing and all that stuff.
yeah.
But mate, if this is the full replacement for PlayStation Stars, then I'm going to be hella disappointed because I feel there's so much better they could have done.
I'm sorry. I've been playing Life is Strange, and they say hella in that game a lot, and you just saying I'm gonna be hella. I'm just sorry. It's such that. Sorry, bro.
I don't even
Let's
know the
just
last
go.
time I used the word hella, mate.
I
That
think I
might be a
meant you
first.
was. Yeah, I mean, you was in the stream. Maybe you heard me fucking mocking it. Maybe that's where it's
Oh, not
subconsciously
even,
gone
mate.
into you.
Not if
No,
I could
there we
hear
go.
this now.
But no, I would also be hella fucking mad with them. I think it's a really cool concept, and I would never expect that for free because obviously it costs money to do things, right?
Mm,
Gotcha. But I don't know. I understand America, Europe. I mean, the UK is big enough. They could probably set up a fucking warehouse or e-commerce Amazon store to pump out shitty tea. Do you know what I mean? Like
mm.
we don't pay a premium shipping because obviously shipping into us, then we've got the custom fees and all of that jazz. But
Big ups Brexit.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know the going rate for a pin, but 28 squid sounds like a stupid amount,
Aye.
and I just don't. I honestly think this is going to crash and burn like instantly. It's a great concept, but I'm just thinking, right? So it's select games that Sony are picking, right? So it's probably going to be their first party ones.
Aye.
Maybe if we got a Final Fantasy one, maybe I'll do it because that's pretty cool. But it's going to be, I say mediocre. They're not mediocre, but just meh.
It'll
Like,
be the
would I
big
want to wear
Sony
some?
IPs. It'll be Last of Us, God of War, Spider Man.
Yeah. Would I want to wear merch for that? Maybe Spider-Man, but it's probably not going to look particularly cool, is it? Do you know what I mean? And like, what stops somebody from buying a pin on Etsy or a t-shirt on Etsy of the exact same thing for half the price?
I mate, I was like, it's a cool concept, but there's so much better they could have done. Let's see, I was thinking about it, and I was like, what would a rather had, right? And I was like, see if they had like a cut off, let's say 1st of July. Don't tell anybody, but at the end of July, they send an email out and they go, listen, you Platinum Ghost of Tsushima, thank you so much for enjoying our game and experiencing everything it had to offer. Ghost of Yotai comes out, what, 2nd of October? I think it came out today.
Yep.
Ghost of
Yep.
Yotai comes out 2nd of October. As a thank you, here's a PSN code, and this will get you £5, £10 off if you pre order the game on the PlayStation
Mhm.
Store. That way, you're getting them to
Yeah.
buy it on the PlayStation Store, so they're getting extra money for that instead of buying physical or whatever. And then they're also getting
Yep.
rewarded. And mate, I would love that. See if EA went, Chris, you've platinumed every Battlefield game. Here's £10 off if you want to pre order the game. I'd be like, I fucking love you guys. Honestly, you've got my heart. You know what I mean? It would mean
Yeah.
so much.
I mean, not even that, but like, I mean that, of course. But you could even do, oh, you get a theme, you get an avatar. Oh, if it's a multiplayer game, oh, you get this
Oh yeah,
online
mate. See
skin
when they
from
were
it.
doing that, like you get the Spider Man avatar for platinum in the game. I was like, mate, even
Yeah,
that, I was
yeah,
like, this is fucking cool.
yeah. And do you
Let
know what?
me
I like
let me just say
go on.
first, we're not entitled to anything just for platinum in a game. I want to say that and I want to acknowledge that. But I think it is cool when you get like wee extra rewards for it.
Yeah, yeah. Like it obviously means something. Obviously not for your shitty million shovelware trophies, but for meaning like milestone bigger games, obviously that take longer. It's nice, but I mean, I like the idea, and maybe when I change my setup at some point in the future, I think I would like to have something that does showcase my platinum trophies, whether I order a bunch of badges and print on the game art or something and just have like a board behind like a pegboard behind me.
Yeah,
Do you know
you've
what I
seen the
mean?
people that do the playing cards.
No.
It's like the wee
Playing cards.
trading cards. Sorry, it's like wee trading cards for your platinum trophies.
Okay.
But
That's
mate, I
pretty
think
cool.
they're
Yeah, like
expensive.
I saw the Sony are you on about the Sony thing? 'Cause there's like Last of Us holographic cards. Did you
No,
see
no,
that?
it's like on Etsy. Like people like hand
Oh,
custom made kind of thing. They'll make
Okay.
them. So you'll
Well,
just say, "This is my platinum trophy list. This is all the ones," and then they'll be like, "Right, there's a Last of Us card, Infamous card, COD card,
mm,
stuff like that."
yeah. I mean, that would be cool. Like, I do like the pin and badge thing, but I don't really wear a rucksack to put them onto, you know? I
Aye.
feel like it's a very select amount, like a small percentage of people that do that. But just on that trading card thing, there is something to do with The Last of Us. It's like a couple of games, and there's like different cards you can get, and I
Oh,
feel
you're
like they've
talking
got
about
what's
Secret Lair Magic the Gathering cards.
is it Secret Lair?
Oh, mate,
What
I'm your
I
man
thought
for
it was,
that. Yeah, so it's Magic the Gathering cards. So, oh,
oh,
let me tell you
I thought it
guys
was
about
Sony.
Magic the Gathering. Right, so you get Magic the Gathering cards, and then you get Secret Lair. So, number one, I don't give a fuck about Magic the Gathering, right? I played it once, and I was like, these are not my people. I don't give a fuck about Magic the Gathering. But the Secret Lair cards are cool. It's like special artwork and stuff like that. And they are doing PlayStation. So it's like Kratos. I can't
Oh,
mind them all.
okay.
But yeah, mate, it's Secret Lair. I think
Yeah,
it's
there's like an
end of
array.
October. I'll be buying it because I buy all the Secret Lairs that I think are cool. I've got like Evil Dead, Tomb Raider, Walking Dead, Trank. Mate, I've got a few of them. I think I've got like 70
Yeah.
cards in total.
Is it? I'm gonna have a. I didn't realize they did like more because I know that Magic at the Gathering they did a Final Fantasy like recent like booster thing, which was pretty sick.
Yeah, mate, I'm gonna quickly jump on my mana box collection and see what Secret Lair cards I've got. So I've got evil. I've got the One Ring from Lord of the Rings. That's a £60 card.
Wait, pause. Wasn't that card worth like 10 million? Like the
No,
one of
there's
one.
multiple variants of it. So
Oh
that's
right,
that's
okay.
the one you got in like the booster box kind of thing.
Okay.
But mate,
Mate, you're
it's
gonna have to
like
send me that website because that might be useful. Could you do other things or is it just Secret Lair?
no, it's just Magic the Gathering that you can dial in.
Okay.
But mate, I've got like Rick from The Walking Dead. That's a forty
Oh,
pound card. He used to be 50. Tomb Raider. Like I said, Evil Dead. I've got Lord of the Rings. Mate, I forgot. I've got Assassin's Creed. They done an Assassin's Creed one.
mate, I'm gonna have to go back at this. I didn't. This has opened up a whole new kettle of fish because I didn't realize it. They did this. That's
But
sick.
it's limited, so it's like you can only buy them in between
Yeah.
or until they get sold out. In
What?
fact, I recently just bought one, the Spider-Man one. It's like the Daily Bugle was the one I got.
Like, is this linked? Could you play this in at Magic at the Gathering, or is this just its own little mini thing?
No, you could use them
Outside of
cards, but I wouldn't advise it because they're expensive,
Yeah, yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
But I know they're actual like, cards you could use.
Oh, fair enough. That's pretty sweet, actually.
Aye, mate, it's just a random cool thing. You collect your Pokemon cards, mate. I would show you
Yeah, yeah.
them, but they're hidden away in the cupboard, so
Mate,
nobody can see
you
them.
could do a nice little frame below your TV of like the fucking sick cards. That's
Aye,
nice. Yeah.
but mate, aye. Sorry, we just went off super nerd on Magic the Gathering. That's something I want deleted off the internet in 10 years' time. But yeah, mate, they're doing Secret Lair cards, which I'm looking forward to. There's also Reebok shoes as well,
Oh, fuck that! Fuck that noise. That looks.
which are
Yeah.
region specific. So it's
Oh,
like each pair is for a different region. America, UK, and Japan.
I just think. I mean, first and foremost, Reebok was probably cool at one point.
I have
I then.
never worn
Well,
Reebok in my life. I don't know if I told this story on the podcast or if it was on a stream, but my mum bought me a pair of Reeboks and my dad went off his fucking nut and made her take them back.
really?
Yeah, I was not allowed to wear Reebok. See, because it's got the wee Union Jack on it.
All right.
See, going to a Catholic school in the west of Scotland with a Union Jack on your shoes,
Ah,
that
mate,
would have been a
not
no
good.
go. Because mate, at the time I was like, why is he freaking out over a fucking? Why is he freaking out over the shoes? And then now
Yeah.
that I'm older and I understand, I'm like, nah, yeah, fair enough. Might have
Yeah.
overreacted a bit, but
I was gonna say they were cool at one point, maybe in like the 90s or something. So my mum brought me a pair, but obviously at this point, like for secondary school for PE, and they were like obviously fairly cheap and whatnot. And like I wore them. I was like, oh yeah, I got these really cool fucking shoes. Like my mum said they're cool. Big mistake. Fucking bully. I come back like a week later. I'm like, I need fucking AstroTurf Nike Mercurials right now.
oh
See the one
yes.
Ronaldo's got? Those. And then I ended up getting like the black Mercurials with like a yellowy sort of neon tick.
Oh mate, I love the
That's
Mercurials. I had the green ones with a white tick because Samaras wore
Ooh,
them when he played for Celtic.
baller. But yeah, going back to that. Reeboks weren't cool, and then they had a bit of a resurgence, renaissance, should we say? I don't know, kind of like New Balance, but I don't think it's ever been as good as New Balance, and it's just they've kind of been sitting there. Like maybe 2020, people were wearing Reeboks again, but it was very much like, do you know the kind of, I hate bringing stereotypes into it, but do you know like rich kids, right? That will go to uni and like you can obviously tell that they're from a very rich family and they like wear just, I don't know, like Air Force, and but they're battered, but they've got nice clothes. That kind of
Hmm.
vibe. That Reebok was a similar thing. Um, I don't know why I'm talking about fashion and Reebok. It's fucking shit. There we go.
All
Case
right, stay
closed.
away from Reebok. Because, mate, I seen them. I thought the ones we're getting, I thought they looked all right, but I was like, mate, I would never wear them. And then also, they're going to
What
get
ones are we?
scalped instantly. Because you got all the sneakerheads, well, there'll be fucking bots that just instantly snatch them. And then, like I said, I would
Mm.
not wear them at all. So, mate, we've got the ones that it's like the smallest pair. You get like the big chunky bolly ones, then you get the wee mid kind of ones, and then you get the small ones. The UK is the small ones.
All right, yeah, I can see they're going on end clothing, which is
I think
quite a
it.
big
I think they were
site.
£150 is what they were retailing at. Is
Yeah,
what it
it's weird.
said.
They just kind of look. They kind of just look like Yeezys in a way, but not good Yeezys. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, I just don't think they're worth that much money. Like, there's as well. Like, I swear Primark or somebody done the exact same thing. Didn't Primark do a collaboration with PlayStation at one point, and it was the same kind of exact. To me, I look at it and I go, I've definitely seen that before.
Mm.
You've maybe just changed the color a little bit. Like this doesn't look any different. And I think is it Pull and Bear or somebody? They've done a PlayStation collab at the minute, and it's a lot of t-shirts and sweatshirts. Some of those actually look quite cool. I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
Pull and Bear
I
or
don't
Jack
think.
Jones or someone like that.
Mate, I get made fun of kids in work. Mate, I
Why?
can't think how many years ago it was. Like 6 years, 7 years ago, maybe, because I was wearing Jack and Jones shoes or some shit. So like Jack and Jones,
Mate,
and I was
sorry,
like,
mate. I'm laughing because that was they make shoes. I
"Aye,
thought
there
it was
was,
just like
I know
tops
it
and
was shoes,
jeans.
aye," and I was like,
Is it?
"What the fuck have I done? Mate, they're just simple black shoes. What am I getting laughed at for?" I was like, "What the fuck?" But aye,
Mate, Jack Jones goes off. I love getting. It's always like fairly reasonably priced on ASOS. So I get a lot of jeans and chinos
aye,
from there.
mate, I was like, these are just cheap shoes to cut about in work. But aye, little
Yeah.
cunts. And then you get the sketchbook as well, which had some like, cool designs in it. But I'm not buying.
I mean, maybe,
I'm not going to buy
I
that.
was gonna. Oh, what? I thought you'd want a sketchbook. You showed me a notepad earlier.
Oh mate, I showed you both my notepads. How cool are they, by the way? Eh?
Exactly. Could you imagine a Reebok
But
fucking
it's
PlayStation?
already got like drawings in it. This PlayStation sketchbook.
Oh, so it's more
So
like a time
plus,
history
I'm
piece.
not a sketch kind of guy. I'm more a note taking guy as well.
Mm,
You know, probably shouldn't show that one because that's like video ideas. Mate, I used to
yeah.
have like the big.
Pause, pause, pause.
I used to have the big book
Take
with like
that.
all the like video ideas, and then I was like, "There's so many in here." I was like, "I'm not even gonna look at it again. I'm just gonna start a new one." And if I forget them old ones, then they weren't very good ideas in the first place, or I would have remembered them. But
Yeah.
mate, we've just kind of kept going off topic constantly this episode.
That's what a podcast is, mate. All over the
What
place.
happens when we've not got a guest to
Yeah,
focus
just
on?
waffle. Yap, yap, yap.
But I think that's pretty much everything Sony merch wise. I don't think there was anything else. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I've not seen. Would you wear any like PlayStation merch out and about? Because mate, sometimes I see people with like the Atari T-shirts and PlayStation T-shirts, and I'm just I would not be seen dead in one of those fucking things. The only time I've seen good video game merch is insert coin clothing. They do because it's like
Right.
dead subtle kind of designs. And even then, I've not looked at them in years, but they've done cool designs.
Yeah, I think it depends. I kind of just wear anything to be like I'm wearing a blooming t-shirt that says professional yapper on it, so I kind of just wear anything. I think if a merch based t-shirt looked cool enough, probably I would. The ones that the actual companies make just look so dog shit, so no. But as I just said there, I don't know if it was Jack Jones or Pull and Bear, like they've done that recent Sony collab to celebrate the 30 years thing as well, or whatever they were doing. And like not all of them look good, but there was one of them that had like a PlayStation logo and it did look all right. It was very like minimal, and I
Mm-hmm.
think I'd wear something like that potentially.
Aye, mate, insert coin is the
Only
only
for
one that I've seen.
yeah, mainly for streaming. Like out in public would be a big stretch, I'd say, but I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I am now wearing my I Got Wood t-shirt when I'm going to Tesco's. I'll wear that on stream.
What do you mean? I
Wear it on
am.
stream.
That's fucking awesome. The I Got Wood t-shirts are awesome, mate. You can give somebody a chuckle.
I don't think I've worn it on stream yet.
Have you not?
On
Oh,
stream
maybe
or
not.
on podcast.
Next podcast, let's make an agreement to wear our work tops, should we say?
Aye, all right, we'll do that. Mate, you know what I realised? We've not even mentioned, we are, well over an hour and a half into this episode, I think. We've not even mentioned that we've changed the look, that we've done new borders.
Why do we need to tell people?
And that
they can think for themselves.
We've cut the intro music as well. It's all gone.
Yeah.
We've not rebranded, but we've freshened it up a bit.
Yeah. I think we're in a position where we're constantly changing things and trying to find what works better and things like that. And I think I love the intro. It's
Mate, the music for it banged, it slapped.
Yeah, exactly. I think when we, have a much bigger audience, we can start doing that stuff again. But I feel like YouTube is so, do you know what I mean? Like really harsh on trying to grow, and it's like we need to fucking grab you here right now instead of giving you an intro for a new time viewer.
Beat. You can get the cheery beat back when you get us to 1,000 subs, right, motherfuckers?
Yeah. Well, no, maybe we put it as an outro, just the music, if people wanted it. You'd have to let us know, but I don't think it was missed. They were too busy looking in awe at the beautiful man Snam last episode to even think about the changes.
Mate, there's so much that we missed because of the Snam one, because we were just like, just let him talk. Like we knew people were there for Snam in the Snam lore. They didn't want to hear about what we'd been playing or anything like that. Mate, we never even got to congratulate you. You hit 2k subs as well. That was a wee landmark that we missed. Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it was almost like a medieval setting. Like, do you know, like I felt like with Snam, we were sitting round a campfire, and like he's come in like the Pied Piper or some shit, like fucking this godlike figure that's just like waltzed in, and we've all followed him to the campfire, and he just opened up with an epic story. Like that's what it's like listening to him. He's such a good storyteller. You just want to keep listening. So yeah.
Mate, he was such a good guest as well, because he would just kind of like ramble in like a good way, and it's like Like, mate,
keep going.
I don't think I talked
Making
for
our
like
jobs
the first,
easier.
Yeah, I don't think I talked for like the first 5 minutes, and then when I was editing, I remember I said to you, like, I'll see like the audio tracks for each person, and I was like, I can see which one's Snam, because it's like the full 2 hours. He's just kind of talking, and then it's like me and you, like the wee question bits coming in. But mate, he was a really good guest, and I think we've been. I think you've said it before, but we've been really lucky in that we've not had a bad guest yet. I'm kind of hoping we get one.
Really?
Just spice it up a bit, make it interesting.
Who do you think would be a bad guest?
I don't. I'm trying to think.
Who wouldn't you want? Who wouldn't you want to have on the podcast? Is a better question.
Mate, I think there's not anybody that I wouldn't have on, if I'm honest. See, if you were like, mate, I really want this guy on, I'd be like, mate, go for it.
Yeah, fair.
Try. What about you? If you get anybody that you're like, don't let him on.
Yeah, I've got a hit list here. No, I'm joking. Not particularly. I don't think I've ever encountered any YouTube beef, to be honest with you. Everyone's, or to my face at least, do you know what I mean? Everyone's fairly nice. So it's until somebody would be wrong to me or my friends on YouTube, I don't think I would ever not have any, do you know what I mean? Like nothing's happened. Everyone's like really nice. So
yeah, there's not been any beefs or anything like that. No shit talk and no community posts talking bad about each other. So nah, we've not had any drama. We need to get some going, mate.
Well, actually, Chris, we're breaking up. I hate you so much.
I reckon, is this, mate, I think you said this in one of the episodes, you're like, fake breakup boxing match.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we just don't do the pod for 2 months and then we'll come back and everyone will be back here. Like,
that's what it was. It was the John Callum episode when we were talking about people we wanted to fight and you fucking picked me. I was like, mate, what have I done?
Mate, it's a storyline. If I know anything from my 10 hours in WWE 2K10 was a storyline means everything.
But mate, tell me, what have you been playing then? What's Leon been up to for the last 4 weeks?
Mate, it's been all over the gaff, to be honest with you. I don't know what I've said I've done or what I've not. I got the platinums in X-Men Destiny and Remember Me. I think I touched on them in previous podcasts, but I've got the platinums for those. Interesting games, videos at some point will be on the channel, but it's just they're story-based games, so they're quite difficult to pump out a quick video because you have to kind of retell the story to an
Yeah.
extent, similar to my Dante's Inferno video. Um, I've been trying to do like Destiny, trying to get the flawless radar and just trying to coordinate people just with time zones and stuff. It's a bit of a nightmare, but that's on the back burner. We all know that I really do want to get that platinum at some point after like, what is it, 10 years or something stupid like
Mate,
that, 15 years.
if that DLC goes on sale, I'll buy it, but
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to go on
Um,
sale because I'm not paying full price.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. And then I went and watched the Demon Slayer movie, Demon Slayer, Infinity Castle thing, and that just I was like, this film was so good. I'm buying the second game, and I was kind of gonna wait for a sale. I managed. Is it like Game Collective? Can you buy games from there? Is that a website or
Game
something?
Collection, maybe?
Game Collect. I basically brought it from, I'm not going to call a dodgy website, but a website that I wouldn't normally buy from. But it was like, I think it was like 35 quid. I was like, oh, that's fucking cheap. Like, that's way under what everyone else is charging. And like, it did look like a legit site. I've just never used it. So that's what, I should rephrase what I've said there. And mate, it came quickly, was perfect. So I started playing a bit of that. The members of my channel saw like the first hour of gameplay. So I'm excited to jump back into that at some point. And I think the platinum for it will be quite challenging because I did struggle with I say struggle like it. The first platinum for the Demon Slayer game was rewarding because you gradually get better, then you can get the S ranks, and it's a similar case with this one. But I think there's a really hard trophy where you need to like it's like 100 waves, but it's like 100 different fights that you need to win, but they obviously get harder. I feel
Mm.
like there's a ladder to like trophy like that in Mortal Kombat, so that'll be interesting to do in the Demon Slayer game. So dabbled a little bit in that. The problem is as well is I went on holiday for a week or so I've kind of been all over the place and not played too much. But I did start EA FC 26, and one of the things that I didn't do last year, or I tried to do last year, was for those that don't know, there's pro clubs, which is like the online thing that you play with your friends, and you have to get to the elite division, which is the hardest division. You need to win 5 games in a row to even get there, and it takes a lot of time, and you need to be really good at the game. So the longer the game goes on, the harder it gets because metas and obviously people get really good at the game.
And it's
But
also
whenever the
not just how
go on,
good you are, your teammates need to be good as well because you're not
yeah,
playing as the full team, you're playing as one
one
of the
person.
11 in the team.
Yeah, of course, if you do the any, then I guess you've got a bit more control over the spare spots. But so yeah, it's I tried to do it at the start last year because you can boost it. You basically just need to find teams that are near enough to getting this promotion, and you would go to a region like Australia where nobody's online because they're sleeping, and you try to find 2 teams and match up, and you boost as you would. Didn't really work last year for so like it was just really difficult to do, but this year it worked so easy, and do you know how you have to, or we thought that you have to find 2 Division 1 clubs to play against each other?
Mm.
We used one Division 1 club, but the set like the loser team, they got relegated to Division 3. It dropped them from 1 to 3. I don't know if that was a glitch. They should have went to 2 in my eyes, and then they went down to 4. But the interesting thing is that because we were using Australian teams, we were the only ones searching because you can put like search with a goalkeeper, search with, and like you really configure it so you basically are only searching for each other. And we were picking up the team in Division 3 and 4,
Damn.
which is really bizarre because I thought that you would need to get a team from Division 1, so you're in the same
And they
bracket.
didn't care
But
about skill based matchmaking at all.
no, they don't. And in FC 24, which is obviously like 3 years ago now, when we played it, we was like, this doesn't feel right. Like we're playing people that are way too good for us. So dependent on the matchmaking at the time, I do think that it will pull people from higher brackets into your one, which is really unfair when you think about it,
Mm.
especially if you're trying to go for a promotion game and you're getting somebody that's already really, really good. So, yeah, sorry for the ramble there, but basically knocked out the majority of the online trophies, or in that area at least, for FC 26. So, I'm probably in a good position to get that platinum at some point throughout the year of just chipping away at it, which is fantastic news because those FIFA platinums are, very difficult to get. And played a little bit of Gears of War Reloaded on stream last night, and Merlinated, played to completion on YouTube, of course, and Bomb Chop. Shout out to those guys. Make sure you drop in follows and subscriptions to those beautiful gents, our previous guests as well. Merlin popped the 100% on Gears of War Reloaded for getting
Yep,
the 10k kills, which is
mate.
round
A
of applause. That
month
game.
straight, he has been streaming that one game, trying to
Hmm.
get that achievement, and it's mate. I've had him on in the background, just as like background noise kind of thing, whilst I was grinding some games, and I was like,
Yeah.
mate, you could not pay me to do that.
The thing is as well is he's actually quite good, and he was still raging, and I'm thinking I'm nowhere near his level. Like my level of rage is only going to be amplified because I'm so shit. Do you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's yeah. I think we may get onto a sit like this. Yeah, I don't know what to say here. I was as somebody that's playing the game as a new player, it's really difficult to get behind it and want to play it because you're constantly being dunked on by people that are really, really good. And yeah, I feel like that's a great example. I know people moan about Call of Duty having skill-based matchmaking. Go and play a game without it, and you will get fucked. Especially when the player base is already depleted and it's only the serious Xbox players that have been playing for 20 years on the same game. So they are extremely good at the game. Um, so yeah, it's. I think I'm just gonna play the campaign and then not bother with the platinum or the seriously trophy because I think in 4 hours I got about 80 or 90 kills. So
Yeah,
it would take me so long to get 10k.
I think he said the average is like 100 kills an hour, maybe. Maybe that's too
Yeah.
low, but it might be something like
No,
that.
it would make sense. I mean, I guess it depends on how quickly you can find games because there was certain people that like were they really good? Were they hacking? I have no idea. Like
Yeah, there
so
was.
it's like you would see people and you'd back out of the lobby, so it took time to find games as well.
I was gonna say, I remember there was one of the streams where he was like, "That's like an actual former MLG player for Gears of War."
Mm,
He's like, "Fuck this, my ass hurts enough. We'll fucking back out and find another game." But there's not
yeah.
that many people on playing, so
Yeah, it's rough. I mean, I should have probably played it at launch, but again, Gears to me is the type of game that you play with your friends and squad up. It's I don't want to say tactical, but it makes the process easier than trying to solo a multiplayer
mm,
game. And the trophies were broken at launch, so you couldn't play with friends. I mean, you could, but the
it's like
host would
only the
only get
host. Yeah,
yeah, only the host would get the kills towards the 10k. So it didn't make sense to bring your friends in and them not get any progress, which sucks because maybe I would have been more invested and I would have got better because it
mm,
was a bit more of an even playing field at the beginning. But now it's insane. It's I said on stream, it's like being in a Sunday league team playing a Premiership football team. You don't have the ball. You're just running like a headless chicken and being made a fool of. You know, trousers are being pulled down. Um, Where's the fun? Do I want to spend 150 hours not having fun? I think I'm big enough and grown enough to leave
just
the
move
game
on.
when the game leaves you, you know. So, but looking forward to doing the campaign because that'll be quite fun. But I did pop a platinum, like actually,
Nice.
like officially within this, well, today actually. I went and did Infamous First Light. So it's a 10-year and 8-month platinum pop for me.
Nice.
I I basically played through it, right? It's obviously a short campaign. I just played through it and that was it. So the only trophies I had were related to the story because I think there's four of them. So I didn't have my save file. So I went back, replayed the entire game, and then did the challenges. And I've got to say, when my big platinum challenge video comes out, I sort of did a breakdown while it was fresh because I was recording it, and you got a nice shout out in that you did.
I did it.
Uh, because yeah, because I remember saying to you, I was like, "Oh, I don't really fancy doing Infamous First Light." I was like, I remember saying, I was like, I'm scared to do it because it seems quite difficult with those challenges. And you was like, "Oh, mate, they're easy," and I was like, "Oh, that's all I needed."
Were they
I just
easy?
needed the gent. Yeah, they
Oh, that's right,
what?
mate. I thought you were going to be
Yeah,
like at the end of the video, and this motherfucker said it was easy. It just fucking goes in
no,
on me.
yeah, no. It was one of those ones where, as you said, the more you sort of play, you do challenges naturally. Like it was a really good rewarding system. Like you'd do a challenge, you'd unlock your skill points, you'd get more skill points, so then you do you know what I mean? It was like a snowball effect until you could hold your own. I don't think it's a 4 out of 10. I'd say a 3 out of 10 is probably fair for
Hmm.
the a personal rating. I can see why it might be difficult, but as I said, once you get those skills, it is, you know, fairly straightforward to do. But it's the I'll go into it a bit more in my video, and maybe it's a topic for a future week on the podcast because I'm just off the dome here. But the small segment in that was that's the first time that I can really remember getting kind of anxiety about a platinum trophy or just playing a game in general, which kind of sounds really silly to say, but I'm curious to know if anyone else has felt that way because it's just, do you know what I mean? It's like until you were like, oh mate, it's not actually that bad. Like you can do it. I was like, okay, right, I will do it. And do you know what? It wasn't that bad. It was fine, but it's just, yeah, I was just really scared of it, and it's infamous First Light. It's not Super Meat Boy, which I found even more comical. I was like, I was scared of that. That was easy, but it was an interesting moment for me because yeah, thank you for the words of encouragement. That's all I
Yeah,
have to
it's all
say.
good.
And I'll shut up in a moment, but I know I giggled earlier about you saying hella quite a lot, and I started Life is Strange straight
Oh,
after Infamous, again part of this challenge, and
you should
I
stream it,
didn't like
mate, because Life is Strange is horrible.
no.
I feel like you would get good laughs out of it.
I'm not streaming that shit. I've got no, because I'm watching a collectible guide as well, and it's just so disengaging for me to like. I want to do it as quick as possible. Like I get that it could be memeable, but I don't give a fuck really. To be honest with
Mm.
you, I just want it done. Like I'm, I'm still recording in the background, so a lot of funny things happen. So
Yeah, there's like a kid dying and you burst out laughing. You still get that kind of
it,
content for the
it
video.
yeah, exactly. But like Infamous True Colors, spoiler, your fucking brother, some guy dies at the beginning. It's hilarious. I was like, that's so comical. He just gets donked on the head with a rock. It was just the most ridiculous thing. And I was
Is
like,
that the
right,
second game?
no, it's like the fourth, it's like one of the
Gets
later
dunked on the
ones.
head?
Yeah, it's like I don't know what you're doing. You're like like hiking in cliffs or something, and there's an avalanche, and he just
Oh.
falls off. Like, it's a proper like, oh, who's the fuck? Is it Mufasa when he fucking falls off the cliff in Lion King? It was that kind of
Mm.
shit. Like, oh no, splat. But I was like, that's comical, right? It's shoddy writing. And I was like, the first game's critically acclaimed. People really like this is meant to be the best one. And I would love to agree with people, but it's just the scripting of it is just so cringy. As I said, like hella, like they're just throwing in like you hella saved my life, man. I'm hell like it was just like no, you wouldn't say that.
Mate, it's some like
It's just,
Hollyoaks tier kind of acting
yeah.
and script writing. I'm like, oh mate, because I started. I think it was Life is Strange 2. It's the one where it's like two. I don't know if you're like Puerto Rican kids or something, but it's like one of them
I don't know.
pushes like a wee
I don't.
kid. And he's like, pushes the bully, and then I think the bully dies or something, and then a cop
Oh,
shows up, and then like I think the cop shoots the kid or something. Mate, I don't remember, but I was like, what the fuck? This is like some Tumblr kind of shit, you know?
but that sounds interesting. The way you've
Mate, it
described it
was
sounds so
not.
interesting, but the way it plays out is so bad. It's like
Mate,
it's so cringy.
it's horrible.
But like, for instance, this girl's in college. I thought she was in secondary school, the way that the game sets up at the beginning. And it's like, oh no, she's in college or some shit. And then it's like, it pans back to her friend who's living at home with her parents, which is a valid thing to do. But it seemed like they moved out because they're in dormitories in college. So I was like, why is she at college, but she's moving like obviously maybe financial things, but it was just like very. I was like, what is this game like? Because it came across like that girl that was living at home with her parents was in high school, but she obviously wasn't. They're in college. Like it's just, I don't know, man.
Just weird.
It's just fucking weird. Like I'm trying to give it every chance, and I feel like there's potential, but whoever wrote the script is just they tried to be cool and it didn't work. But ending on a brighter note, Dying Like the Beast. I'm not sponsored in this podcast, but I'm loving it. My streams are truthful. I am a stand-up man. I'm not saying it because I got a free code. It's good. If you're looking for a bite-sized Dying Light game to tickle that pickle, I think it's great. Follows on from Dying Light 1. Obviously gives you the recap. You don't need to be in you can be a new player, you can be a existing player. It welcomes everyone, but it's been a blast and the gore on it is really good. Like it's really, really good. Like just seeing people's heads explode and looking like the like mind's eye glitches. That's kind of what happens, but obviously that's meant to because the skull's just got eyes
Mate,
popping out of them.
I just want to drop kick people again. That was like one of the best things about the first
Mm,
game, is just running full pelt at
yeah,
every guy, just boom, he
yeah,
goes flying. Good
yeah, mate.
times.
It's class. So it's I'm having good fun with that, and I'm just playing it blind at the minute. I'm just gonna do the campaign, and I'll clean up everything afterwards.
Mm.
But I don't think the platinum will be that difficult because yeah, it's like a happy medium between Dying Light 1 and Dying Light 2 in terms of platinum from what I've heard. I think
Yeah,
it's like
because
25
two was
40
meant to be
hours.
brutal. It's like some mad distance you need
21
to run.
hours. Yeah, mad distance you need to run, and then a couple of story playthroughs to get the inhibitors to level up skills. So it just sounded like a nightmare, really. But that's all for me, and I've brought or I've pre-ordered Battlefield 6, so I'll see you on the battlefield next week.
Hell yeah,
Over to
dude.
you.
Mate, I have had an eventful few weeks because, mate, even like hardware issues. So for people that don't know,
Ah,
you need a HDMI splitter to record PS3 gameplay to strip the HDCP. I wish I still had it because I had it ready for like the Snam episode, and obviously we let Snam talk. Mate, my HDMI splitter literally went boom. I was just sitting here playing a game, working away, working towards a video, and then just all of a sudden, this loud bang and thum, everything goes off. Mate, I had to go down to the board and flip it to get the power back on. I was like, what the fuck happened? And then I could just smell like a kind of smoky kind of smell, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
dinner.
I was like, I don't know what's happened. And then I wasn't getting any like signal. Like, mate, thankfully my computer, my PlayStation, all that's still good. But I was like, I'm not getting a signal to my thing. And then I realised it was the splitter that had went. But mate, see when the splitters went, and I didn't know this was a thing that could happen. It sent like an electrical charge through the HDMI cables. So my Elgato is broke, totally finito, does not work. My AverMedia, which I used as like backup recordings just to record gameplay, so I had like cutscenes and stuff like that with my face on it for videos. Mate, it's got this pure strong red tint to it on every recording, and I'm like, mate, I can't believe this fucking thing's destroyed everything in its way. So, mate, I had to get a new Elgato, which was £120. Luckily, it was on sale on Amazon. I get the HD 60X, £180 down to 120. And then at the start of the Platinum Adam episode, my mic kept peaking when I'd done the intro. And I was like, oh man, I was like, it must be just because I was like, hyped up. I'm doing the intro. You got to be like energetic and up for it. And then when I'm editing the Snam episode, my mic kept peaking randomly throughout the whole thing. And I was like, I can't believe this has happened on the Snam episode, which is obviously, you know, it's going to be our most viewed episode. I was like, I've just spent £120 on an Elgato. Then I had to spend another, I think it was 10, 15 on the splitter. And now my Blue Yeti that I've had for like 10, 12 years, I need a new microphone as well. So, mate, I've bought I'll need to remember and edit this noise out. I've bought the
Yeah.
Shure MV6 microphone, which looks pretty cool. But mate,
You never,
£125 this bad boy cost me.
I can just imagine you on your knees. I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
Mate, I was like, thank fuck I've got savings, man, because I was like, I think it
Yeah.
was at the end of the month as well, where I was like, I get paid next week. Like, if could you not like waited a week to like destroy
Mm.
everything?
Yeah, and as well, you're in that content grind, like you're fucking pumping shit out, and I was like, that has come at the worst time ever when you said, I was like,
Yeah, I was literally, I was like, mate, I finally get that motivation to start making videos again. And then it's like, no, you don't. Boom. And it just, oh, mate, it's fucking kicking the teeth. But I got all that. And then, in fact, I'll talk about this later when I get to the game. But I get more hardware issues going on. But I've got 3 platinums. So we got Viewfinder. That
nice.
was, all I had to do was the collectibles and the optional, whatever it is, levels. That took 2 hours, so I think it was 5 hours total for the platinum. Finally finished up Modern Warfare 3 on the PS3.
Oh, let's go.
Grinded out the Spec Ops. Mate, see for buying all the guns, that get glitched.
Oh, is
So,
it?
but there's a workaround in case it happens to anybody else out there. Because I was like, mate, I have bought every single gun. Like, you know me, I keep notes. I had it all tracked. I had them all like ticked off when I'd bought them. Mate, first off, grinding to level 50 was a pain. I had to just keep replaying that one mission the final Spec Ops mission on the hardest
Oh
difficulty,
yeah,
the AC
yeah.
130. So I had to grind that, but mate, that was not the worst grind that I had to do. But anyway, back to it. If it glitches for you, load up the first map, and then when the buy station becomes available, you buy every pistol twice, and then whilst doing that, it just pops. I don't know why. I'd already bought every pistol, but that's what
Interesting.
worked for
Did you
me.
find did you find that on like a Reddit forum or?
Mate, on like a 12-year-old random forum
Yeah.
post, I was like,
Shout
Donut
out to
Lord
you.
614, what a fucking hero, whatever your name is. Um, but I tried to do like a trick shot as well for the platinum pop because my last trophy was level 15 on every map. So I just waited, flashbanged the guy twice, and then I tried to do like a wee temper shot, which is like the 360. It's like you scope in, double Y 360. So I tried
Hmm.
that. It didn't. It's not the best, but mate, it's something, I'll need to remember and try and post that.
One for the grandkids.
Aye. Then I'll leave the last platinum because that kind of leads into other stuff. But playing Battlefield 2042, I have nearly got to max level on the season pass. I've got my engineer skin, Battlefield 3 engineer skin, which is what I wanted. But I'm like, mate, I'm so close to the end. But I've absolutely tanked my KD. Mate, see, doing these challenges, I had a
Yeah.
2.8 KD when I started. I've got a
Ooh,
2.1 KD. That's how shroom.
damn.
That's how the mighty have fallen. So that's
Two
been brutal.
KD on Battlefield. That's impressive. Like when you go into COD, that he's a good player.
Mm. But and then obviously in classic EA style, you can now just buy your way through the battle pass. You can buy battle pass levels if you don't feel like actually going through it. Which I've already done all the challenges, so now it's just grinding XP. Which I'm like, I'm not really having fun. And I think most people have already finished the challenges because when I done the
Right.
Battlefield 6 video, I was like, I've not really got any good Battlefield footage because I don't want to save clips anymore. So I was like, fuck, I'll jump on 2042 real quick. Mate, it was all bots. It was all AI I was playing against. And I was like, I can't be posting footage of me like running a lobby, just killing AI because everybody's going to be like, this fucking guy sucks. He's got to get footage killing fucking bots. You know what I mean?
I don't think anyone noticed. I didn't.
It literally pops up AI when you kill them and the like
How
gamer
does
tag.
it?
In the video, I ended up being able to find some old Battlefield 6 footage I had when we played it together because your name pops up at one point. I think you
Ah.
spawn on me towards the end. Your name comes
Oh
up.
yeah. I do love being inside. Wait, what?
Hell yeah. And then, mate, Splinter Cell Pandora tomorrow. Splinter Cell comes out on Netflix. So I was like, maybe get a wee Splinter Cell video going because there's a permadeath
Nice.
trophy. Fuck me, man. I've made it hard for myself because I was like, I need to play through the game and I need to learn the game first because this was the one that I never played when I was a kid. But I'm also trying to do it in as few playthroughs, see to get the platinum. The video's not the platinum, but I was like, obviously I'm going to get the platinum, so I want it in as few playthroughs as possible. So my
Yeah.
first playthrough is on hard difficulty with pistol only, no, what do you call it, like alarms set off.
Hmm.
It's fucking solid, mate. And I'm like refusing to use a guide. I should probably just cave in and use a guide, but it's one of the ones where it's like you kind of, I don't know, I don't like using guides. See if I can avoid it. I feel like
Yeah.
sometimes
I
it
feel
just
like.
takes the fun out of it, where it's just like this is the route you need to walk. See, like in COD, where it's like it is so skill based kind of thing. But see,
Yeah.
in a stealth game where it's like this is the route that you're on, and that's your. I feel like it takes away from it so much.
Yeah. I agree with you on that one. I wouldn't blame you in a different game, but this one seems like it's very unique. You need
Mate,
to figure that shit out.
it's fucking hard. But like I said, I'm playing through that, and mate, it's you get random FPS drops, which is a pain, and then there's also mate, this kept hitting me as well. So it's like you knock people out, and then it's like I didn't hide the body well enough. So see when I go into the next section, even though nobody's going to be patrolling that previous area because I've knocked them out, I get an alert set off. So then it's like
Ah.
alert level 2, everybody helmets on, and I'm like you fucking cunts. So then I need to reload the save back. But mate, I'm proper punishing myself playing through this,
How
and I
far
should.
into it,
I'm
or have you
halfway
done it?
through,
Okay.
but I need to get
Are
back to that.
you gonna stream it, or do you need to be like locked in?
That's one of the things. I was like, I kind of want to stream it because I think it'd be interesting, but
Hmm. I'm intrigued.
at the same time, I'm like, see if I stream it for like 3 days, right? and I don't get it. And then I'm like, right, I'll just need to like power through this and do it offline. And then I do it offline. I feel like people are going to be like, I cheated it, because you can cheat it. You can like save your file onto the USB on PS3 and then
Right.
just reload the save off that. So there's like workarounds if you wanted to cheat it, but obviously for content's sake, I don't want to cheat it because it'll be better for the video. So I feel like if I
Yeah, I
start it on
mean,
stream, I need to finish it on stream.
yeah, I mean, you could do that. I mean, unless you wanted to set up a recording of you doing the whole thing and then
Mm.
give the members the entire, I don't know how long it is, 3 hours video, for instance.
Yeah, that means
I know,
constant. Mate, the recording sizes are going to be huge. Because I'm going to,
yeah.
mate, there's one level in particular, Jerusalem, which, mate, need to be careful what I say, but there's some nosy fucking civilians that need to mind their own fucking business, I'll tell you that.
Keep getting involved.
Aye, mate, just fucking mind your own business. Don't look into the shadows and wonder what that thing is moving. Just go back to doing what the fuck you do.
Not for your concern.
Aye.
But yeah, mate, I think that'd be a really interesting one to stream, but I get you probably also just want to churn out the content for whenever that Netflix thing drops, right? So I see the beast you're battling there, but
Right.
I mean, I'd watch it even if it was for a stream. I think it'd be pretty interesting to just get a
Aye.
teaser
Listen,
of
I
it.
think it's just that thing, if you start it on stream, you need to do the whole thing on stream, or else people
Yeah,
won't believe you've done it legit, kind of thing, you know?
but then like full context, why would I believe you if you didn't stream it?
I don't
You
know.
could still have done that method. Do you know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
that's a
So
good
like,
point, but
yeah, so it's like you could fucking cheat your way through it anyway, and we still wouldn't know in the video. So maybe you can stream it.
a
You
good
know,
point.
you're always gonna get some fucker that unless there's an entire 3 hour hard, do you know what I mean? Like
Mm.
VOD would always try and call you out, but I don't. Yeah, it's one of those things.
We'll see. If I get some time off work, I might stream that. But yeah, and then the last game, I finally got the platinum for it. It's done. It's over. I never want to see it again. That's a lie. I really want to play 3 and 4, but I get the platinum for Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. And
Nice.
fuck me. First off, it's an 8 out of 10 difficulty. Nope. No, it's not. Mate, it's
What
like
is it?
a 5. It is not that
Okay.
difficult. It is a massive fucking grind. I'm trying to see if I wrote down the amount of time it took. Because, mate, when everything else was done, I was level 67, but then you still need to grind to level 100. Mate,
Right.
that is the worst grind I've ever done in my entire life. And let me go off on a wee tangent here. I broke my PS5 controller. I gave myself stick drift. Oh, mate, this is a whole fucking thing as well. So I got stick drift, and I was like, this is the worst timing because Battlefield's coming out soon.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll send it back to Sony because I only bought it in February. So send it back to Sony to get it fixed. And you can like track your repair status. So they were like, what is it? Send it to us. And then it was like, oh, it's in transit to us. I was like, all right, cool. And I was like, no chance it's still in transit. So I checked it. And then on the Royal Mail thing, it's shown as delivered on Monday. Now, this is Thursday. It showed as delivered on Monday. I think yesterday or Tuesday, it changed back on the PlayStation repairs thing to send it to us when you're ready. And I'm like, I think my controller might have just went missing right before Battlefield 6. And I think I'm going to need to fucking go through community support and try and deal with the whole fucking thing. I think it's going to be an absolute mess. But, mate,
Can
the.
I offer some positivity for you before you continue? Maybe it did get delivered, but there's so many packages that get delivered, it's just not being
But it's
internally processed. Maybe I don't know, but
on the PlayStation website, though. That's what I'm saying. So you get step 1, which is send it to us when you're ready. Step 2 is it's in transit to us. So it was in transit, and now it's reverted back to send it to us when you're ready on
yeah,
the PlayStation website. So I'm like, fucking hell. But,
mm,
mate, so the way to grind Tony Hawk Pro Skater is you go into a private match and you set it up 1,000,000 score and it gets you 300 XP. But what you do is you just jump up down on the thumbstick, circle, and then you need it up down again to land in a manual. So it's jump up down and then up down again to land in a manual. And as I'm doing it, I literally wrote it in my notes. I was like, I feel like I'm going to give myself stick drift because, mate, I shit you not. Did I write it down? How many hours I spent? 28 hours I spent grinding.
just Just up
Just
down.
doing that, mate.
Oh,
My thumb was killing me, and I was getting like pains in my wrist. I was like, I'm getting myself fucking carpal tunnel syndrome or something. I was like, mate, this is fucking killing me. I was doing it 2-3 hours every night for like the last 2 weeks or something. Mate, it was fucking killer. It's
mate,
genuinely
you
the
should have.
worst thing I've ever done.
Mate, it's a shame you used your thumb. You should have got some finger strength in there. Would have been much more beneficial.
But mate, I wanted Merlin, his streams on Twitch got me through it. I watched a fuck ton of his gear streams. Even sometimes I was just like lurking. I wouldn't even comment that I was watching. I would literally just have it on in the background. And then him going off his nut about getting killed. Mate, some of the fucking insults he comes out with, I'm like fucking stealing that one.
Yeah, he's hilarious, isn't he?
Mate, he's so funny.
I was out on a walk, and he said the most diabolical thing ever, and I was like, I'm so glad it's like 10:30 and nobody's out here because it's like you fucking cocksucker this, and I was like,
Yeah, you fucking
it's hilarious.
cum rag, whatever it is, and I'm just like, mate, fucking. But
He
mate,
needs a soundboard of all of his fucking insults. I'd pay
but
money
mate,
for that.
Merlin got me through it. I wanted to shout out all these Zimmery and More Crowns. They do YouTube videos of GTA roleplay trolling. The funniest shit ever, mate. Genuinely so funny to have on in the background. Snam, I watched his Hollow Knight streams, Hollow Knight Silk Song, and then mate, also see just like random good videos where you're like Brew. Shout out to him. He's like moved into like more Devil May Cry stuff recently. And when you see like a concept for a video and you're like, that is just like an amazing concept for a video. I wish I had that. He's been speedrunning Devil May Cry. Do you know the video I'm about to talk about?
What, the 24-hour one, or is it different?
No. So he ordered, obviously Dante's thing is he loves pizza. So Brew ordered a pizza and then was in a race to speedrun Devil May Cry 1 before the pizza arrived.
Okay, I've not. Yeah, I need to watch that.
It's a very good video, and mate, I've been subbed to him for a while. So see, even like seeing his progression in editing, like how far he's came, and like how like good he is now. I'm like, oh mate, I'm getting choked up here talking about it. Honestly,
You need to get him on as a guest.
but mate, I was like, amazing video, and then there was also another video I seen. I don't even remember the guy's name, but mate, this is one of the ones where I was like, I seen it in recommendations. I was like, that's such a dumb idea. I'm clicking it, and it was a guy speedrun every Silent Hill game, try to find a usable toilet.
Oh, like yes, I didn't watch it, but that came up on my thing. I was like, that is actually fucking hilarious.
I was like, that's so dumb. I'm watching it, and mate, it was a good video because he like goes through every game, and it's like there's one where it's like these are cubicles, but I can't push the doors open, so that doesn't count. And it's got to be like an actual toilet with like, the plumbing and stuff. He's like, I can't just pee in a bush. I need an actual toilet. And he done it for Silent Hill, done it for Resident Evil. But mate,
I think that's
they
the
got
second
me through
channel he uploads those onto. I think he's got a main channel of like a lot of subs. I'm pretty sure.
But mate, all that content got me through it. But that is by far the worst platinum grind I have ever done in my life.
I think the irony of just platinum grinding a grind-based game is just hilarious.
And what was I going to say? Oh, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. I'm going to buy that and play it. I will not be doing the platinum. Tony Hawk Underground
is it
1. It's worse.
Sorry,
This might be worse. You need 100% with every single character. I think there's like 19 characters. And I'm like, mate, fuck that. What else? Tony Hawk Underground 1 has been like kind of teased by Tony Hawk. See the intro for the game? He's kind of like redone that. But it's like him is like the custom character. And I was like, oh, it's coming. Mate, I'd love to get Underground 1 or 2 platinum if that game ever comes out. Give me 2 seconds because my voice is going.
That's all right. I'm more of an American Wasteland man personally. I think I might have played Underground when I was younger, but American Wasteland was the one for me. That had like the guy with like do you know in like early 2000s like punk rockers where they'd have like they just glue their hair with gel with like spiky mohawk things. I think he had like green hair or something. That box art was just mesmerizing, but I love that game. So give me American Wasteland, Tony. I know you're watching.
Fuck that. Give me Underground 1 and 2. But mate, that is without a doubt the worst platinum I've ever done. I fucking broke a controller. It gets serious fucking pain in my wrist and my thumb over it. And I wish I could have cheated it. And you can cheat it. And I wanted to cheat it so fucking badly. But mate, my computer's too expensive to risk it. That's literally the only reason I never done it. So I was on PSNP, and there was a guy that posted. He was like, you can set up. I forget. It's a macro. He's like, but like a macro is like it does all the inputs for you.
Mate, I
So
was about to say a macro. Are we talking about protein in gym? Like macro,
I look
micros.
like I know about macros and gyms, mate. Right? So it does all the inputs for you, and you don't even need to like play the game. So it
Okay,
just keeps
right.
repeating like the start new game, you doing the 900
Mm.
however many times, 10 times, and then it'll restart the game again. But mate, I was looking at it and it was you need to apparently the newest version of remote play doesn't support it. So he's like, I've got the old version on this Google Drive that you can go on and download. And I'm like, I don't fucking know you, mate. I don't. In my computer,
Yeah.
I paid £1,000 for it, but back in like 4 year ago. So it's not £1,000 computer anymore, but it was fucking expensive. And I've got all my shit on it. I was like, mate, I cannot risk downloading some guy's fucking Google Drive thing and getting a virus just to try and cheat the Tony Hawk Platinum. But mate,
Yeah.
I shit you not, there was one point where I was on Facebook Marketplace looking for cheap laptops. I was like, mate, see if I
Yes,
could get
sir.
like a cheap laptop for like £100 that I don't give a fuck if it gets a virus, that I could just download this old version of Remote Play and just cheese the Platinum. I would I'd have done it in a fucking heartbeat. Mate, gladly. Which thing is, see beforehand, I'd have been like, no, that's cheating. But mate, see if anybody was like, Chris, I want to do the Tony Hawk Platinum. What's your advice? Mate, fucking download that thing and cheat it because it's not worth it. Doing it legit. Fuck that.
Yeah, I guess there's similar comparisons. Do you know Final Fantasy 9, is it, with the 1,000 jump rope? I mean,
That's what I was
again,
gonna
shout out to
say.
Merlin. He's done that 3, 4 times. Like, he's a madman. But like, I'm pretty sure people can automate that. That's cheating.
Yeah.
Like that requires genuine skill. Obviously, 1,000 times is a long time, but that's genuine skill. But it sounds like all you were doing is a stupid thing for XP, which doesn't really. It's mindless, isn't it? It's monotonous. So
Mhm.
I would agree with cheating. That I think you'd get the thumbs up
But that's the
from the
thing.
board.
Beforehand, I'd have been like, using a macro is cheating. Whereas now I'm like, mate, fucking do it. Save yourself and don't do it. But then I'm like, using a macro, and it was that exact same thing. It was like that Final Fantasy trophy.
Mm.
I'd consider that cheating.
Yeah, I think it's situational though, isn't it?
Mm.
I mean, categorically, yes, it is all cheating. But I guess when you're a survivor on the front lines of something, your perspective shifts, and you
Mm.
go, well, the lines are kind of blurred. It's a bit of a grey area now. It is cheating, but it's that whole thing of, the poor person that steals a bit of bread. They can't afford it, but they need to feed a family. They've stolen, but is it wrong? Or stealing
Aye.
medicine for the sick? I mean, it is wrong, but you can't blame them.
There's when it comes to like cheating and trophy hunting, there's no like hard lines. I feel like everybody's kind of flexible with it, you know?
If it works, yeah, if it works for you, then it works for you, is what I'd
Mm-hmm.
say. And if it fits an agenda that you believe in, then it works for you. And you'd be quite happy to trash on somebody like Call of Duty cheaters, quite easy to trash on them. But I bet if you are one of them, you go, oh, well, everyone else does it. Oh, let me join in.
Everybody else has got what is it? What's that thing?
Cronus, whatever it
Ah,
is.
yeah, the Cronus, that's what it is, or the Zim. I think that's my
Yeah.
rainbow on PlayStation. They use the Zim.
Well, I mean, it's funny you bring up cheating because if I cared enough for Gears of War and there was a way to cheat it, I 100% would, categorically.
Just a
Like,
thousand kill trophy.
yeah, I would 100% put on an aimbot or whatever the fuck it is because fuck those 20-year-old veterans that live in a basement that haven't moved. Like, it, yeah. And because you play against PC players as well,
Mm-hmm.
you don't know, like, they are 90% of them probably extremely skilled, but there are probably some of them that might be hacking because I mean I need to play the game more to understand it, but I obviously don't want to because I'm being shat on all the time. But I'm putting like 5 shotgun shots into somebody and they're getting me every single time in one bullet or two, and I'm like, I get that you're good at the game, but I need to like, how do I like, I can't learn it because my head's already behind me to aim at you, sort of
I
thing.
think
So it's
that's
like,
also host advantage as well. Merlin was talking about a lot in his
yeah.
streams.
So it seems like one of those games where the lines are a bit blurred, and I would generally consider like, I mean, it would still be such a time sink to get 10,000 kills, even with an aimbot or whatever the fuck you do to cheat. But I would honestly like fuck them, fuck that community. I would do it just to shit on them, and so I'm the hated one. PlayStation man cries about Xbox game. There we go. You got your headlines. But I honestly would. And do you know what? I fucking hate cheaters in Call of Duty, and I feel like yes, it's bad, but there's so many people in Call of like how do I put this? In Gears of War, I suspect there might be hackers, and the player base is so small that you're going to come up against the same people every night. Like if you are hacking just for weird thrills or kicks and not doing a trophy, for instance, like that's just what you do. I think that's weird, right? But a game like Call of Duty, where there's millions and millions of players, the likelihood of you running into the same hacker or multiple hackers could be varied. Do you know what I mean? So it's like cheating on there, yeah, it fucking sucks, especially if you're in the pro lobbies where it's a condensed thing. But it's like, oh, there's millions of fucking players. I wouldn't like.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
going to
how do I
see
put it?
you for like another 10 games.
Yeah, I'm being pushed to want to cheat because I don't know. Obviously, they're very good players. Hats off to you. But some of them could be cheating, and it's like if every Call of Duty lobby I was matched up against cheaters, then if you can't beat them, join them. I think that's the point I'm trying to make here.
Hmm.
It's an awful point. I'm getting cooked for it, but fuck Gears of War
So you're going
and
to
fuck
install
seriously.
hacks. Install hacks just to get
I wouldn't
Gears
know
of
where to
War.
start. I was like, how do I chat GBT? How do I hack Gears of War? How do I do a Cronus? Get a Wi-Fi booster? Don't worry, mate.
Get a lag switch, mate, like the good old days.
Yeah, lag switch. The funny thing is though about all of these people that fucking wall bounce and box to box, they're so one-dimensional as players. Like they can't play at a distance. I noticed, right, from my observation from trying to adapt in such a volatile situation was stand still and like hold. Do you know like in COD where like you hold a lane at a distance and you just pick people off because they want to rush you and they can't? You can kind of do that in Gears, but obviously it's obviously much more close quarters, so it doesn't always work or you get sniped. But they really have to think because I feel like where they excel is they want you to be bouncing off the walls, doing the dance to mate with them. Do you know what I mean? Like this, and then that's how they get you into the trap and blow off your head. But you keep them at a distance. Fuck me, those boys don't know what to do. So
From
one
what I've
dimensional.
seen though, the Lancer, see like the assault rifle, it looks pretty shit.
It is, yeah. It's like the way that the game was built. I guess it's an older one, and it may change in Gears 2, and there's different metas. But it's just bizarre that the only way to be good at Gears 1 is to use the shotgun, and that's it. And obviously the drop weapons that you can pick up.
Mm.
And it's just like, right, well, the assault rifle. How do I like? The thing for me is that how do I counter you? That you're really good at something. How do I counter you? And there is no counter. It's just fire with fire, which doesn't fucking work, does it?
Mm.
So
Mate, I feel like we need to go through everything and like what we count as cheating.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like save scumming. Would you count that as cheating?
no,
Nah, mate, you wouldn't count save scumming on like a permadeath as cheating.
no. If it's how do I put this? I think if you're using a USB to do it, that saves scum. Actually, because you can do it with the PS Plus
You can do it
cloud.
with a cloud.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is if there's a function in the game that lets you do it at the game's fault, then I don't think it's cheating.
So like Hollow Knight invincibility, you don't count as cheating.
Remind me of what you do for that.
I think you like go somewhere and take damage, and then suddenly you're invincible. So then you can play through the entire game with taking damage, and then you
I
go
would
do that
consider that.
Pantheon of the Gods, which is meant to be solid, and you can just get hit as many times as you want because you're invincible.
I would count that as a glitch. I mean, you could argue it's cheating, and mate, I don't know what to say here. Like, yeah, it's a cheat, but if it's in the game, I think it's fair game. Do you know what I mean?
So like glitches you don't count, but if it's in the game you allow it. So like
I think. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like if it's in the game and you can do it and it's not being patched out, then I think it's fair enough. Like the developers should fix that to even the playing field. But you
so the
know,
Hollow Knight one you don't count as cheating.
count it as a glitch. But if it's in the game and you got the platinum that way, I wouldn't look down on you.
Nah, mate, I consider it as cheating because it's like the game's hard, and then you've just found a way to just never take damage. Same like I don't even think a lot of people know this, but you can cheat the XCOM 2 Platinum. There's like a glitch you can do so that enemies never
How
take
do you
their
do that?
turn. There's some
Really?
glitch, yeah, so enemies never take their turn, and you can just
Oh, mate.
steamroll it. So, mate, if
I
you want a super rare platinum,
I'd
you
love
can.
XCOM 2. I need to get on that. But again, in the game, is it scummy? Absolutely. But you're not fucking pumping in some source code from your PC to do it like for you. Do you know what I mean?
See, I'd consider both them cheating, but see when you're saying like in the game, like Resident Evil 5, I wouldn't count as cheating the platinum when we used the infinite ammos because that's like an unlock reward.
Yeah, but what about when we use the eggs, the duplication glitch?
See, that's where I was going to say, like, saving time, I don't count as cheating. So, like, for example, because this is what I was going to bring up with save scum, and see if you save scum for like a permadeath, that's cheating. And obviously, this is all just people's opinions, right? I count that as cheating. But see if you do it to save time, then I don't count it as cheating. For example, and I'm going to use mine, in Bloodborne, you need to play through it 3 times. I just got to the very end, uploaded the save file, done one ending, downloaded it, done the second ending, downloaded it, and then picked the
Yeah.
third option. Because I was like, mate, I'm not playing through this game fucking 3 times. But then there's people
Mm.
that would be like, ah, well, he cheated because he never done it the full 3 times. He just played the ending 3 times.
Yeah, there's not really much. I mean, obviously it's a challenging game, but I guess once you've done it once, it's just your time, isn't it, to
Aye.
replay it again. It's like, I mean, you can't glitch this, but do you know the blimmin' Harry Potter when you have to replay the start of the game 3 times in all of the houses?
Oh, yeah. You need
That
to do
was a
that in
ball ache
Dragon
to
Age.
do. Yeah.
Dragon Age
But
Origins, you need to do all the intros.
yeah, I mean, I would like. It's such a grey area because while I do agree with you, and it's not an honourable way. Like we're talking about getting trophies and platinums, right?
Yeah.
Like in regards to cheating in that context, it's not an honourable way to do things. But again, it's in the game. Like,
Mm.
yeah, you know, you closed up just before you died on Alien Isolation. Yeah, you've actually voided the trophy. You've done it the coward's way. You've not. You've used a glitch at your disposal, but it's in the game. That should be fixed.
Mate, have you seen the new Alien game, by the way?
Is it a VR one?
Alien Rogue Incursion. I just watched the video the day John Callum done a video on
I was
it. It
about,
literally only
about to
just
say
came out. And
it's not. I
mate,
saw it on my page. I need to watch it.
it's the VR game, but they've like took away the VR so like regular people. Mate, it's only £20. That's how much it is. I was like, ooh, if I wasn't so
Oh,
busy right now, I would be tempted.
oh. So it was the VR, but they've just made it not. Oh, okay.
Right, so
That's
they've made this is like the non-VR version of it. But
yeah.
mate, it looks
Okay.
fucking good.
Yeah. I mean, I've got his video to watch because I saw it and I was like, John's uploaded like because I know that his Wolverine video he like re-uploaded that because I was like, I've
Oh, was
watched
that a
John do this
re-upload?
before. Yeah, he put a comment saying that he's obviously tweaked it and stuff. And I was like, I know that John's done a fair few Alien videos, and I was like, I think the last one he did was a PS3. Was it Colonial Marines or something?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm pretty sure he's done everything available, maybe bar 2010 Alien vs Predator. I was like, is that a hidden PS3 game that I didn't know about? So I was intrigued, but it's a
Mm-hmm.
new game, which is awesome. So yeah, can't wait to watch that one tonight as I
Hey
fall
mate,
to sleep.
it looks good. Might be a wee game to buy and get a
Mm.
bash. That's it, only £20. But mate, we fucking went off on a tangent now. Mate, I think
Yeah.
have we mentioned every single guest that we've had on this episode? I think we have.
Have we?
Bomb
I feel like
Chop, Merlin. Oh, Trophy Troy. We've not mentioned
I
Troy.
was gonna say Troy, but I feel like we may have mentioned Troy when we
Let's
talk
bring
about.
up Troy because he made that a good point. But it's I think we were talking to him and it was like, do you care about people cheating? And he was like, nah, because it's like you get the trophy. Like he didn't care about cheating and towards trophies. He's like, mate, you get the trophy. Like, why make
But
it
I
harder on
mean,
yourself? Do it the easy way.
but this is what I mean. If it's in the game and it's the fault of the developers, I don't care. Like as I said, if you're pumping in like use the Final Fantasy macro thing, you're actively not doing that. Like that is to me cheating. Like you're using, look, in my mind, it's very black and white. If you use a PC that somehow connects to your like an external device that connects to your console,
Mhm.
that has like a hack on it or a mod, that's cheating for me personally. If you can do it within the confines of the tools you have, i.e., the game or the cloud save, I don't give. I mean, to be fair, I don't give a fuck what people do. People
Yeah,
got
I'm the same.
shovelware. I don't. I don't care. But it's. I know some people are very opinionated on it. Like, oh my god, it's cheating. Like, so
It's everybody's like moral compass kind of thing. I think Vault Boy
yeah.
Steve done like a good video on it like 2 or 3 years ago. Um,
But
how
the one thing that I would say is if you for some reason have got a really difficult platinum, like I remember doing a platinum list review, somebody had Super Meat Boy and the other Vita Super Meat Boy. I looked at it, it was hacked. They obviously, because obviously you can mod PS Vitas,
mm,
right? They popped all like da 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 all like I was like, you fucking did the permadeath worlds back to back in under 2 seconds. There's something fucking smells of fish here. Close your legs. Um, that is, fair enough. You did it. But I wouldn't scream from the rooftop. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like I wouldn't go, "Oh, I've got Super Meat Boy's Platinum. It was so difficult," because, like, going back to mentioning guests, Snan was talking at the very end of it of the shared experience of trophies which bring the community together.
mm,
You've literally just tapped A and it's zoinked through the entire game that takes however many hours. Like, you've not got that shared experience to talk about other people with. So it's like, I don't. Fair enough, they did it. They've got it on their profile, but I personally wouldn't scream from the rooftops about it because
mm.
why would you? Do you know, like, that's my point.
I know. At the end of obviously neither of us care what other people are doing or how they're getting the trophies. But for you, like you're going for a platinum.
Yeah. I
Are you gonna save scum on like permadeath?
think it depends. I think I would give it a fair shot. I think the context is everything. If I didn't like the game, then yeah. But if I really liked the game, I'd do it the honorable way. If I was doing it for a video, I'd do it for the honorable way. But
Mm.
if it was, I don't know, a game I really fucking hated and I just like wanted to clean it up and it was easy, I would. As I said, it's in the game. Silly dev should fix.
Aye. Yeah, I feel like I would just for me save scumming. Like I say obviously I've done it
But
with Bloodborne to save time, but if it's like a difficulty based thing, then
mm,
I wouldn't cheat it.
yeah, I mean, it's like for instance, I wouldn't make a video on it if I did save scum because it's not the honourable thing to do,
Mm.
and it also takes away everything for the video because the arguably the hardest thing that you've done, you're like, oh, fair enough. Like,
Yeah, just
what
smashed it
what's
out
the
of the way.
point?
2 seconds.
Yeah, just done this really difficult thing. Yeah, first try. You'll never know. There's
Aye.
no funny clips of me raging at the very end, dying. Do you know what I mean? Things like that.
I'm trying to look platinums that we've cheated.
Stranded Deep. I joined
Oh yeah,
somebody's
you done
game,
the auto pop
popped the
thing.
trophies.
See, I wouldn't say you.
Sim.
I was gonna say I
Go on.
wouldn't say you cheated. That's another thing. Like Black Ops 2. See, like that hack infection menu
Yeah,
thing. Like if you said to me, Chris, is accessing a hack menu cheating? I'd be like, yeah, of course it is. Is it cheating if it's for a trophy? For not even, it's not even like a skill thing where it's like win 5 ranked games. It's play 5 ranked games. Then I'd be like, nah, I don't think you cheated the Black Ops 2 Platinum. You know what I mean?
mm,
So it's like so. I try and get the word flexible. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's it's what you make it. But for instance, with that Black Ops 2 Platinum, as a result of doing that, it does do other trophies. So I don't talk about it. Do you know
What
what I
other
mean? Like
trophies did it pop?
it can pop all of them. If like obviously if you've done some of the game, it won't pop them, but you could get the platinum in like under a second.
What does it?
It pops all of it. Yeah.
Because mate,
So,
I still need to do Black Ops 2. Because I was thinking
but yeah,
that might be a video, which would be fucking
yeah,
solid, but it's no actual like getting the full platinum. So what it is see when you change your PSN name, which obviously I have,
yeah,
for some reason the old Call of Duty games, as soon as you leave the game, your level gets reset to 0. And one of the trophies in Black Ops 2 is hitting prestige. So mate, hitting
mhm.
prestige on Black Ops 2, which will be like a dead game in one sitting. I was like, that could be a wee video idea.
Yeah, you'd be there for over like 24 hours, wouldn't you? Be insane. But yeah, I think the thing with that Black Ops 2 thing is like, you just go on, you see, oh, what happens, and then it's like someone else glitches it in, and it's like, oh, well, thanks for that. You've now ruined it. And yeah, it's again, don't put silly online trophies that go out of sync. But again, I understand the counterpoint of should have done it then. But what about the people that weren't born or didn't have the game then?
Mm.
They want to be part of it now. Because
Also,
like, people try to gatekeep, don't they? Like, oh, you don't deserve that trophy. I was like, it's fucking playing 5 games.
yeah,
Again, if there's an exploit within the game that's not been taken out, ooh,
mate,
fucking take it out of the game.
I don't know if we mentioned it before, but that's the thing I fucking hate with like PSNP. See, because like the old James Bond 007 games, there was like custom servers set up. So, mate, you
Yeah,
still need to do it legit. You still need to get your like 1,000 kills, level 50, whatever it is. But they're like, no, the servers were shut down in 2011, so you're not allowed to get the platinum anymore. Even though you still need to do all the requirements legit, you're not allowed them.
yeah,
Not on our website. And I'm like, mate, you're a bunch of fucking weapons, man. And
mate.
also,
If I
can I
had,
just, I don't
if
even
I,
know if I've mentioned it yet in the podcast because my voice keeps going, but I'm very fucking ill at the minute. I don't know if we brought that up.
I never noticed. You sound beautiful.
Oh, thank you. But mate, I'm
You a
dying.
a nice husky voice.
That's why I need to
Growl for
keep
me.
stopping and muting my mic and drinking. Let me, it's
Yeah,
rough.
but yeah, it's a whole different kettle of fish over on PlayStation profiles, isn't it? It's when people like to gatekeep things, just let people enjoy things. But what I was going to say is, if I ever come into a large sum of money, I would love to develop an app
Eh,
for my Rick and Morty fans. Have you seen it?
no.
The Mr. Meese is like, I want to develop an app. Or, no, it's not Mr. Anyway, something in Rick and Morty. Anyway, if I had a lot of money, what I'd do is I would make basically a challenger to PlayStation profiles and just make it 10 times better. Like, I think it looks good, but for instance, you see how like, all of the trophy guide difficulties you have to use a plugin extension. I'd just make that built into the website, and I'd also like to have a platform that would include every type of gamer, so PC, Xbox, PlayStation, all under one roof, and you could still filter by 100% or platinum, and still, do you know what I
Mm.
mean? Just like one big hub, essentially. But yeah, that'd take a lot of effort. So, any YouTubers that want to invest, I've got a fucking thing for you.
Might not make any money, but it's a thing we could do. Mate, that
Oh
would
mate, you'd
actually be
make
pretty cool though.
bank
See,
on.
especially if you had like Xbox games, but you had like the Xbox Platinum, so like 100%, but then you also get like the base game. So if they 100% at the base game, they get like a wee star or something, you know.
Yeah,
The only thing
or
is
just give them green.
Steam. A lot of people cheat on Steam achievements because there's like some achievement unlocker, so you could just unlock everything
Yeah.
instantly.
Yep. I mean, again, fair enough. Like that's their choice. Like if you're doing a Steam list review, you could probably see and be like, oh well, you've got this 100% in 5 minutes. Probably cheated it, but fair enough, and move on. Like, do you know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's fair enough.
Would you do leaderboards? Because that's one of the things Pocket PSN tried to do was like leaderboards that ignores shovelware.
What for like you're number one in the country for like
Aye.
um I think I'll probably include shovelware to be honest with you.
Mate, we'll need to
I think
think about it.
you can't not like I don't know how to put it like how would you decide what is and what isn't? I know there's the obvious answer of like you click a button and you get a platinum in 30 seconds, but I feel like the lines just start getting really blurred and then it becomes I'm making the decision and then the team make the decision and it's like there's so many new games and we have to manually review them. It's like just fucking do every game,
Mm.
you know? It's just easier.
Mate, I reckon we try and get one of the like, top people on the leaderboards on an episode.
Where's Matrix Lord? Isn't he
Matrix,
top or something?
I think he's top 5.
Top five. There we go. Get him on. No, he's been doing the rounds recently on podcasts.
Yeah, I seen him on one podcast. I'll save my thoughts on that one. But I mate, it was interesting. He started talking about like how much money he'd spent. He spent a fuck ton of money, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man! Like,
Yeah, I mean you can do the rough math of how expensive it is to maintain your top spot on the leaderboard. You're spending so much money daily, aren't
and
you?
it's buying the games and then buying the EU version, the Japanese version, mate, all the different versions, and I think he was like buying them at like full price, even though they're only let's say 2, 3, 4, €5 kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, mate, fuck that.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else on cheating, or have we covered it? Like, I don't.
I'd say the only thing when it obviously we don't care what other people how other people get their trophies and stuff like that, but if they're cheating, and then trying to flex it. Because there's one guy, I wish I remembered his name, on TikTok, and he keeps flexing the Crypt of the Necrodancer Platinum, but he doesn't show his timestamps, and his PSN profile is hidden. All his trophies are hidden, and he's not on PSNP. So he claims he done it
Yeah.
legit, but he's not on PSNP and he doesn't show his timestamps. So,
And yeah,
and
and this is what I mean.
if you're trying to flex it, you've got to do it legit. You can't be like, oh
Yeah,
mate, look, I'm an amazing gamer. I got Crypt of the Necrodancer, and that's another thing as well. He like posts the like platinum pop videos. When you get to be platinum pop, ding, he posts the
mm,
videos for those, but there's none for Crypt of the Necrodancer. Which I mean, if there was one you were gonna post, it would
I
be
would
Crypt of
flex
the
it.
Necrodancer. But that one's not
Yeah,
been posted. But mate, aye. I think he also had like 600 platinums, and he's like, nah, I don't do shovelware. I done shovelware like a handful, and I'm like, you've got 600 platinums,
a handful
and
of
you've
the
only a
100.
handful of shovelware. Like, how what do we count as a handful? How big are those fucking hands, mate? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah. It's. I agree. I think do whatever you want. I do think though, if you want to have a serious conversation and you want to enter a debate or a discussion about this really hard game that you've played, I would argue you have to do it legit. You know, because you'd be laughed at as somebody that's done that. What do you say? What was the game called? Fucking
Crypt of the
Crypt of the
Necrodancer.
Necrodance. Yeah, like you know, the exclusive club to be in that, for instance, is like you want to talk and share stories of like, oh my god, did you find this really hard?
Oh,
Not
mate, remember this one
oh
specific
yeah,
bit?
but just let me. I just need to go to the toilet really quickly. Fucking Google's what happened. Like, do you know what I mean? Like things like that. It's like it's not honourable. I don't care if you do it, but it's if you want to enter a domain to debate things and talk about it, then I'd say probably do it legit. Do I blame you if you don't do it legit? Fair enough, but I think it's quite easy to weasel out who's a legitimate player and who's not.
Aye, but mate, I feel like we've done a good bit of yapping, just the boys. We've not had an
Yeah.
episode last in a while.
Yap Central. It's
Aye,
beautiful.
I feel like we've nearly went for like 3 hours. A
Yeah.
good old chin wag.
The boys are back. The boys
Yeah,
are back.
and mate, I'm looking forward to some Battlefield 6. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, hoping it's. I mean, I would say hoping. I know it's going to be good. I feel like they're confident in knowing that it's going to smash it out of the park, which is exciting because it's nice to see. For in my lifetime at least, see Battlefield actually dethrone COD
Mm.
because they've always gone toe to toe, but I feel like COD has always surpassed it. But I generally think that Battlefield can do it now. Like the underdog is here.
Yeah, fingers crossed, mate. Hopefully the servers stay strong. I'm looking forward to playing it with you. Any videos coming up?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm trying to work on X-Men Destiny, that video, but it's in the early scripting phase, so yeah, maybe take a look out for it. I'm not really like it's weird. When I went on holiday last week, I knew that I was going away, so I was really not rushing, but I was like that Dante's Inferno video needs to be ready. I was like the members only channel video needs to be ready. We did agree that I was going to make some TikTok shorts for the podcast, and obviously that didn't happen because there were some issues with the file. And I was thinking if I had to do that as well, I think I may have exploded because I was just trying to cram. I was like an octopus moving shit, just trying to get everything out. Because I was like, right, I know that for 5 days I can just put my feet up and relax. So I don't know. Pressure's good. Pressure does make the diamonds cook in the kitchen, but yeah, I'm just kind of chilling. I think I'm going to enjoy Battlefield 6 as well, but X-Men Destiny, that'll probably be the next one. I think it will be churned out quickly once the cogs start turning. It's one of those. It's like I'm at the beginning and it's kind of scary and it's all over the place. I feel like Charlie from It's Only Sunny with a wall like Pepe Sylvia, but
Yeah.
it will come. What about you, mate?
I'm going to try and work on that Splinter Cell video. I don't know if
Hmm.
it'll be it before the next podcast. Hopefully it does, because I think the Netflix show will be it by then. But even if I don't get it out before then, I feel like as long as it's kind of in that
Same.
window
Yeah,
when it
you'll
comes
be
out,
good.
I should be fine. But I'll definitely be streaming some Battlefield 6, so keep
Yeah.
an eye out for that. And
See you on the battlefield.
yeah, see you on the battlefield, and I'll see you motherfuckers next one. Much love. Peace.
Bye.